number 14, Aliu Jallo, number 13, Kibo Silva, number 16, Yakuba Dembele, number 8, Mohamed Choti, number 4. Down to the government team list. In goal, Aliu Choti, number 1, Maudu Lamin Fofana, number 4, number 12 brother, Mohamed Pane, number 15, I beg your pardon, number 4, Sheikh Hydra, number 15, Katim Toure, number 3, Aliu Manga, number 17, Maudu Sise, number 6, Ibrahim Wanyam, number 8, Ibrahim Wajala, number 5, Basifu Ba, number 2, and Mohamed Kasaba, number 10. Substitution, Sadio Mane, number
acknowledge the wonderful job and the good support that their team management have done, but also not to forget about the security and also these are people that have been here since day one of the Navetan. So we definitely appreciate them. And also, there is one thing which I want to say because it's a good time. And on Saturday, on Friday rather, there was the knockout between the two Milans, and we've seen that there's one Milan that they out, and that was the Milan FC of Benedict. You can see the trophy right there. So we say congratulations to them once again, and also better luck next time to their counterpart, that is the Milan Rose. And ladies and gentlemen, just to tell you that it's 12 past 4, and kickoff will be 4:30 in case of there's no delays. Well, that was what I want to hear out. So back
fourth referee, Lamin Serikan, match commissioner, and Keba Sila, the youngest match coordinator.
Alright, Lamin Jiba, thank you very much for giving us the match officials and the match coordinator. So we wish them all the best of luck. Boka in Benterek, you once again, and the Jajabarek, I'm content with the Dells, what me to be recognized. Why, Linoja Category, why the digital Sinkan, German, and the context of Mr. Modi Spajam, the president of SESDO, and the entire team, and the Ramuti Senakas, your partner in Akini, Africel, the number one leading GSM operator across the country. Munekalo ang salon yung Africel, John Dole, and Ahmad Tanimoy, link up with me to be recognized. Asoma yang is para sila Ahmad a moment place sila Ahmad Monica on our far right hand side. Si main gate with Ahmad Monga kaya vitamin si
ultimates will offer.
So it seems like there is a prediction of 8 goals this evening.
Indeed.
Okay, then thank you very much from those two fans.
Alphonsus Fossey! Alphonsus Fossey! Alright, dinañ may gars yi ñu dem di préparer xëy na ñoo am point ci léegi. Mais bon, il faut dire dañuy am Vicente.
Vicente. Vicente Gomez will join us shortly to get out about the atmosphere and hello, good afternoon, Mr. Vicente. Welcome to the Serakunda East Mini Stadium. It is the league final between two Bunduk side, Gombe versus Team Spurs. And just to let you know that these are the two teams that have been visited the most time.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm not only here alone. The entire West Coast is actually here. The Congress is giving it here. My setting colleague, my mother is here. And came out just for today, we are expecting. And we are here because your leadership has been coming to the program, and they've urged us to come and see. And yes, we are here, we have seen, and hopefully by tomorrow, we'll be able to let people know what we have seen. I've been here since midday. Because I was the advance party, and I want to see more so that when my team members are here, we'll be able to tell the people more about what is happening. So far, so we are impressed with the infrastructure and development in this zone. I am impressed by the team work that is happening in this place. And look at the fan base and the culture level that they are actually showcasing here. I think, honestly, Serakunda East, without doubt, is needing its sports in many ways. And we want to commend the leadership as well as the followership and the teams that are actually participating in the Serakunda East.
Alright, thank you very much from those remarkable words. Gomez, Vicente. Now here are the two coaches, Musa Sabali of Team Sports, and also alongside us you can see one of our Council of Elders, that is Pyroso from Star FM Star TV, also is part of the panel. So Kablando also, the coach of Gombe, is dressed in all black and with a cap. So Pyroso, welcome.
Thank you very much, of course, my dear Honorable. I am definitely honored to be here today, this evening, to talk about what we love talking about most, that is of course sport. And today, we're definitely here to watch or to witness the grand final, of course, between Gombe and of course Team Sports. I think Serakunda West, we have seen a lot of developments and we've been, watching from the distance and trying to gauge. But I think it's a zone that have done extremely well this season as far as Noida is concerned. And we can see a lot of the engagements that have been done, of course, in the Serakunda West. And to be candid with you, as my senior colleague said, that is Vicente, we are here, of course, to watch. Tomorrow is one day and we go back there and we make sure that we report what we've seen here. And it's a pleasure to be here. And thanks to the media houses, of course, and to the organizing committee who are here today, and those, of course, who have made this, colorful event to be what it is. All right, thank you very much from Pyroso of Star FM Star TV, and then now we have both camps of Team Sports and Gombe, and on my left here we have Kablando, one of the most experienced tacticians in this year's American. But on the other hand also, no doubt Musa Sabali is among the top-notch coaches that inspires his team to the final. So Kablando, welcome to the Serakunda East, and it is the final. And how was the preparation like? It was a very successful thanking and we prepared very well to prepare for the final. because we know this is a final. So we have to prepare very well to be the champion. So we will see how we can do. Thank you very much. Those are the words of Mr. Savali, the head coach of Spurs.
Well, come on now it is yours because we've seen that Rugby still unbeaten, finishing. that is Mr. Lavin Del Panera. Welcome back to the SESDO final. And it is Africel, the number 1 and the leading GSM operator, number 7 and number 2. Well, and also not to forget about the number 4, thanks to
come nyari della pala nyari.
welcome to the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and wherever you might be getting our voices and signals. You most welcome and welcome back to LSTV1. And it is the SESDO Africel sponsored league final between Spurs FA and Gohbi Football Club. And both sides currently walking majestically from the other part of the Serekunda East Mini Stadium across the length and breadth of the football pitch. And the two sides are currently walking through the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And they are already being led by the kids that are currently holding the FIFA banner and the Serekunda East banner as well. And it's going to be a clash of titans this afternoon at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Spurs and Spurs FA are currently dressed in all red, whilst Gohbi in all green. Gohbi dressed in all green, green shirts and green socks, while Spurs FA dressed in red shorts and red socks on both sides. Will surely have the lineup before the commencement. Before the commencement of this showdown, and it is the SESDO or Serekunda Sport Development Organizing Committee's Africel sponsored league final, and the league final is already between Gohbi and Spurs FA, and these are two sides that have done tremendously well in this year's Serekunda East Summer Nawetan. Spurs in their group stage, we are in the same group alongside Waksahalat, Late Yuga, Future Stars and T-Town, and in that group they bagged 8 points. And in the round of 16 played against T Central, where they lost before filing an appeal against T Central. And in the quarterfinal played against Ebeji Football Club, when they defeated Ebeji on post-match shootout, and later in the semi-final played against Konjbi. The first fixture failed to produce a winner, and the second fixture, it was a 1-0 victory for Spurs FA against Konjbi Football Club. And Gohbi on the other side bagged 10 points in their groups, and they were in the same group alongside Bodabi, Hanover, Future B and Milan Football Club. And in the round of 16, it was 1-0 in their favor against Bantaba. They also defeated Late Juga on post-match shootout after 1-1 in regulation. They met SV Lar in the semi-final, where they defeated SV Lar 3-1, and I spoke to their coach before this game, and the coach told me this final is going to be 2-0 in favor of Gohbi Football Club, and we will talk to the coach after the game. And currently it's going to be a great game, and a great game between Gohbi and Spurs FA. And Spurs FA is currently under the watchful eyes of Musa Sabali, who has been assisted by Keba Kante, Mohamed Mane, Babukar Cham, Babukar Job as technician and goalkeeper trainer in Lamin Jame. And on the other side, Mod Ndao Kabla is the head coach for Gohbi. He's been assisted by Lamin Silla as first assistant, Ensa Manga as the team trainer, Alaji Job as the technician, Alaji Jajo as the goalkeeper trainer, Mohamed Salah as the kids manager, and Alpha O Jalo serving as the physio. And any moment from now, we will be having the kickoff, and the kickoff will surely get us underway, as already the two sides are already lined up for the pre-match formalities before the crucial showdown at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And in case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it is the SESDO League Africel sponsored league final between Spurs FA and Gohbi Football Club. Any moment from now, we'll be having the kickoff, and the kickoff will surely get us to the live commentary in this crucial final, and the final between Spurs and Gohbi Football Club. Kemo Kanye, welcome and welcome to the Serekunda East Mini Stadium at a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium. This is the biggest, if not the biggest, turnout that we have seen so far at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and no wonder this is the final, and the final between the newcomers Spurs FA and Gohbi Football Club.
Yes, indeed, a very interesting final it is that we are anticipating here. Looking at, I have preview to what the Spurs side played here last time in the semi-final, where they won by a lone goal 2-0 against Konjbi. So for them to be playing in the final and also as debutants in the Serekunda East, Novetan, whoever knows Northern in Serekunda is, you know that it is a highly competitive, Northern zone, that every team that is participating there will be producing a lot of so many good talents for a team to sell their way through to the final, especially as debutant as Sports is currently representing here. So that alone is a plus to the Sports side. So for that of the Habitat side as well, they will also be hoping that they win against the Sports side. Remember, Sports side, when you watch them play here, it is a team that has so many young talents within their midst, and then these are very, very young players. Looking at the way they are knocking the ball as well, that tells you a lot about the Sports side. And then also that they are here for something, because when you qualify yourself for the first time into the league and then you sail your way all through to the final, so the only thing that you will want now is to make it to at least set a record by that. They will want to win this particular league and then be perhaps one of the first teams to do that. Qualifying from the Northern, from the elimination round and coming to the final, and then play the league up to the last day and then go home with the trophy. That alone will be a plus to the Sports side, and also the technical benches and everyone who is associated with the Sports Football Academy. So let's see what Gobi will have for them into this final. But it is not going to be an easy final, looking at the turnout and all, in fact the fanfare when the teams, that's the national anthem. That ends the national anthem here at the Serekunda East mini stadium. As I was saying, we are anticipating a very, very tough encounter between the two sides in Gohbi and Sports, because Sports Football Academy, whichever team sail their way to the final, is always going to be a very, very difficult opponent for any other side that will be playing against. So both sides in Gohbi and Sports will today showcase what they have. The only thing that they will need to do is to try to make their fans happy, and by that they must try to win this particular encounter and then be pronounced the winners of the SESDO League, SESDO Africel sponsored league final in 2024. So let's see which of the sides here will be going home with the trophy here, Pa.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi, and any moment from now we're going to have the start of this crucial final between Sports FA and Gohbi Football Club. Just as I said earlier, Gohbi is currently under the watchful eyes of Musa Sawali as head coach, whilst on the other dugout is Modndao, known to many as Kabla, and on the far side it's currently handshakes from the dignitaries to the players. The players of Gohbi Football Club dressed in green shirts, and a mixture of white and green socks, whilst Sports FA in red shirts, red shorts and red socks. And it's going to be an enticing and a great game between these two sides. And it is indeed the Serekunda is Somanawetan final, and this final is proudly and officially bankrolled by Africel. And we have a massive presence of high-powered delegation or dignitaries at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it is currently the pre-match formality is currently underway at the Serekunda East. It is indeed a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium. One of the biggest, if not the biggest turnouts that we have ever seen at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. No doubt and no wonder. It's a final, and it's a final between the newcomers, Spurs FA and Gohbi Football Club. And Spurs FA, this is their debut season in the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan. They came through the elimination, had their way into the Nawetan proper, and they were able to defy the odds, book a place to the Nawetan proper, and in their group they bagged 8 points, and they were in the same group alongside Waksahalat, Late Njuga, Future Stars and T-Town Football Club, and went on to the round of 16 where they met T-Central. They were defeated by T-Central before Spurs FA filing in an appeal against T-Central, and the appeal was a success, and proceeded to the quarterfinal where they played Ebeji, the famous Ebeji, and they defeated Ebeji on post-match shootout before setting up a semi-final fixture between them and Koinbi Football Club. And the first semi-final could not just produce a winner as the organizing committee rescheduled for a replay, and in the replay it was a 1-0 victory for the boys of Spurs Football or Spurs FA, and here they are playing in the final for the very first time. They are in the Serekunda East, the Summer Nawetan final for the very first time, and for the very first time playing in the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan. Any moment from now, we are still in the pre-match formalities. Already the two sides are lined up for a team photo before the central referee and his team will get us underway. The central referee for this afternoon, or this afternoon crucial final between Spurs FA and Gohbi. The central referee is Barham Cham, who is being assisted by Lamin Koli and Abdurrahman Kujabi, and the fourth assistant referee is Sekou Koli, as the referee inspector is Landing F. Nyase. And any moment from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, we're going to see the great kickoff and the great showdown between the two finalists in the name of Gohbi Football Club and Team Sports Football Club. And the commentary next is Parlament Fati, Kemo Kanyi and Sali Ujalo. Sali, welcome to the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it is the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan final, which is proudly and officially bankrolled by Africel, and then we have seen a massive turnout, massive turnout. Can we say this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest turnouts that we've ever seen at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium? And it shouldn't be a surprise, it is a final between the newcomers and Gohbi Football Club.
Well, thank you very much, Pa. Looking at the turnout, it is just that of a replica to the Super Nawetan final between Sukuta and BEM at the Independence Stadium some years back, in which Sukuta were crowned champions, and it was a trophy parade all the way from the Independence Stadium to the land of Dembadu. And they will tell you what happens in Dembadu, stays in Dembadu, Pa. Today, a team that is representing Dembadu and Sukuta at large are centered in their first ever final here in the SESDO League 2023-2024. Well, Pa, Gohbi are also a maiden finalist in this competition. For the first time ever, Gohbi are also playing a final here. For the first time ever, Gohbi have centered a final here. And of course, it is the first attempt for Moduna Kabla. One time donned the Gambian jersey in the youth level, on the 17, and of course played other part of the African continent. He was one time the gaffer for the Lamen zone in the Super Nawetan, but then Kabla couldn't reach or realize his dreams with Lamen zonal team in the Super Nawetan football jamboree. But here Kabla's maiden attempt, his first attempt with Gohbi, they are into the final. Well, Spurs from Sukuta, also from the elimination, and then to the qualifiers, and then to the Nawetan proper. This was just made in heaven for the Dembadu boys, you may call them. Well, if Sukuta did not reach a final in the West Coast Finals, Spurs do. I'm not saying Sukuta will not reach a final, but Spurs are already in a final here. And of course, the faithfuls of Spurs, Nyancho Mane and the team, might be watching from distance, the legendary Republic in Berlin, Germany, might be anticipating for the trophy to cross borders for the first time in history. So it simply means that this competition is very competitive. It simply means that there is a new finalist to be crowned today. There is a champion impending, Pafati. Well, from the dignitaries, I have seen Usain Gambia. I have seen, of course, Sarah Kamara, a journalist by excellence, and of course a veteran journalist as well, Musa Sise, the ex-president of the Sport Journalist Association of the Gambia, and of course I have also seen the sponsors there. Well, Kamaso, the chairman of Team Resto Confidence, is also there. I was asking him his next right-hand man, that is Abu Marigo, but Marigo is currently in Kuntaya. He's also the chairman of that sales sport committee. But all said and done, Pafati, the unfortunate thing is that the game did not start at the right time. But the fortunate thing is that the sport committee will put a big smile on their face today, looking at the turnout part. This is just the final touches of November. That is why I call it November to remember.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallo. And earlier on, Kemo Kanyi from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and you could hear the roars. And the roars coming from the supporters of Spurs and Gohbi Football Club. And Spurs dressed in all red. They will be playing from our right to left, whilst Gohbi, currently in green colors, will be playing from our left to right at any moment. And any moment from now, the central referee Barham Cham and his team of officials will slowly get us on the way from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And in case you're just joining us, we're coming to you live from the Serekunda East, live on LSTV at the commentary desk for Lamin Party. Kemo Kanyi, Saliu Jallo, and behind the camera is our ever-present Osman Kamara. Any moment, and any moment from now, we will get the ball rolling from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium and live on LSTV. It's Gohbi against Spurs FA. Gohbi is a team based in Bundung Jolakunda, around Jolakunda, while Spurs is a team based around Bundung Sukuta. Anyway, it's a clash between the two powerhouses of this year, Serekunda East Somanawetan. Gohbi against Spurs FA. Gohbi, we are in the same group alongside Bodabi, Hanover, Fishobi, and Milan Football Club, and they bag 10 points in their group. Moving to the quarterfinal, or this round of 16 of this year, Serekunda is Somanawetan, where they defeated Bantaba 1-0, and in the quarterfinal, played out in 1-1 scoreline against Njuga, late Njuga, before winning late Njuga on post-match shootout. And in the semi-final, a semi-final that propelled them to the final, was a 3-1 victory over SV Lar. And on the other side, Spurs Football or Spurs FA came through the eliminations of this year, Serekunda East Nawetan. Have a place, book their place into the Nawetan proper. And in their group, they had Wasahalat, Late Njuga, Future Stars and T-Town, and they were able to bag 8 points, and they were the group winners of that faithful group. And in the quarterfinal or the round of 16, they were defeated by T-Central before Spurs filing in an appeal against T-Central, where the appeal was successful, and in the quarterfinal played against Ebeji Football Club, where they defeated Ebeji on post-match shootout before having a double leg or double tie against Konbi Football Club. They played in the first game, and the first fixture could not produce a winner, and in the second fixture it was a 1-0 victory for the boys in red at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Before going deep into the commentary, a quick rundown on the starting 11 for Sports Football or Sports FA, who starts with Musa Fati in goal. Number 30, Lamin Tabali 7, Dauda Kanyi 17, Babukar Juf 2, Ibrahim Kamara 19, Abdullah Dabo 18, Mamadi Mane 12, Amadou Bari number 6, Esa Jame number 5, Malang Tafe number 15, Alasana Samate number 10 completes the 11 for Sports FA. Gohbi Football Club starts with Aliou Fati in goal. It is Musa Fati in goal and Aliou Fati in goal. And Mod Lamin Fofana number 12, Mohamed Pane number 4, Seh Hydra number 15, Katim Toure number 3, Alain Manga number 17, Modou Cisse number 16, Ibrahima Nyang number 18, Ibrahima Jallo number 5, Base Kuba number 2, and Mohamed Gassama, number 10, completing 11 for Gohbi Football Club. And they have been coached by Moldau Kabla. Gohbi floats that ball into the area, partly cleared. That's already an infringement as given by the central referee Barham Cham. And Barham is the central referee for this crucial final between Gohbi and Spurs Football Club or Spurs FA. And Barham is ably and reliably assisted by Lamin Koli Abdurrahman Kujabi, and the fourth assistant referee is Sekou Koli, and the referee assessor Landing F. Nyase, and the match commissioner is Lamin Sedikan, and coordinator in Keba Salah. Already there is a player down injured for Sports FA, and their goalkeeper will slowly take this Musa Fati Tate. Musa Fati in goal for Sports FA, and it is the very first time Sports FA playing in the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan, and for the very first time sailing to the final of the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan. Kemo Kanyi, if they are able to win this, is going to be a massive victory and a great achievement for Sports FA.
Yes, very well, and currently they are on that particular course. I mean, if they are able to win it, that will be a very great achievement. Perhaps might be stand to be corrected there, but one of the teams or the first team to do so. I mean, qualifying from the elimination and then sail your way up to the final and then go home with a trophy like this league final at the Serekunda Asia. That is a massive achievement for the sport. That will be a massive achievement for the Sports Football Academy. So let's see what Gohbi will have for them into this particular contest. But I mean, I know it is going to be a very tight encounter between these two here. I mean, a tough game that we are going to see between these two sides here.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. That was Alassana Samate, number 10, with a great dribbling skill for Sports FA. Sports dress in all red, whilst Gohbi in all green. Gohbi surge forward. Sports on a defensive mission. Blocks that ball to touch through one of the central defenders, Babukar Juve, number 2. And it's going to be a throw in Gohbi Football Club, and Gohbi is currently under the watchful eyes of Modndao Kabla. Ball being taken forward. Flag of the assistant referee. Raised on the far side against Gohbi and straight into the gloves of the netminder Musa Fati. Saliu Jalo, we have all the ingredients of this game to be described. A final and a great final. And already it is few minutes into this contest, and we believe we will surely see goals in this final.
Absolutely, spot on. You are absolutely right. And you look at the level playing ground, it's well leveled. It is, of course, hard work done here by the organizing committee and by the sport committee of SESDO. But of course, these people did not wake up on a Saturday and center a final on a Sunday. They fought tooth and nail, they toil and moil for it. That is why they are the deserved and they are the elected finalists in this year's edition. They deserve to be here. And end-to-end football, it's like they are playing now with the same tactical format in this grand finale, Pafati.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jalo. Earlier on, Kemo Kanyi. Samate is the danger man. Squares that ball forward. It's going to be a surging run. And this time around, Gohbi on a defensive mission, and the central referee pointing to the spot, and already it's an infringement.
Well, Samate just a stone throw from our commentary next year. He dilly-dally the left fullback of Gohbi. And now you have to break through from the center circle, surging forward. It simply means that he's the player to watch in this encounter.
Of course, yes. Samate, the number 10. And Samate, the number 10. And this time around, ball being taken. This time is going to be a defensive walk into the half of Sports FA. And Sports on a defensive mission. Clears that ball partly. Another attempt. Spurs will use the right side of the attack to penetrate. Currently enjoying possession in their own half. Samate turns beautifully. Number 10 on his back. This time around is Sports FA who launched that ball forward. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down. Left with a drive. Punched away by the goalkeeper. A bright start and a bright start for Sports FA.
And it is Samate again with the breakthrough. What a pass to the number 15 and then to the number 7. His final shot just failed him, but he went for the last post. It is a wake-up call for Gohbi, but Spurs are sending a clear message that they mean business. They're not here to joke.
A great start and a bright start for Sports FA from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, live on LSTV1 at the commentary decks by Lamin Fati, Kemo Kanyi and Saliu Jalo. Behind the camera as usual, Osman Kamara. This time around it is Gohbi who launched. Not a great one, and Sports will now have the opportunity to effect A busy technical area for both Spurs and Gohbi Football Club. And Spurs is currently under the watchful eyes of Musa Sabali, whilst Modnau Kabla is on the dugout and on the dugout for Gohbi Football Club. And this time Spurs once again. From the right to the left, back to the left wing back, Spurs Football Club. Oh, Spurs FA, back to the central defender. Great possessive work. Spurs now lost possession. Gohbi surge. And the number 5 for Gohbi on the far side. Will he be able to keep that ball in play? Nicely done by the number 5 Gohbi Football Club. Currently having it tough against the central defender. And number 2 for Spurs Football Academy. And Spurs will now have the opportunity to defend this as Gohbi are currently preparing to effect a throw in on the far side. A throw in for Gohbi Football Club, and in the semi-final they won 3-1 Gohbi, while Spurs won 1-0 against their counterparts. Gohbi once again launched. This time around the flag of the assistant referee stayed down. Defensive work coming from Spurs FA, and this time around the number 2 and central defender Rasul down, and the central referee was just on spot to wave in for an infringement in favor of the boys in red, Spurs FA. And a great atmosphere, a great evening at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and this is a venue that is currently hosting the crucial Serekunda East Summer Nawetan final between Gohbi Football Club and Spurs FA. And currently we are into the first half, and few minutes into the first half it is currently Spurs FA nil, Gohbi Football Club nil. It is Gohbi lost possession and regained possession quickly. This time the final touch on the play, and on the far side it's going to be a throw in, and a throw in Gohbi Football Club, a team based in Bundung, is currently taking on Spurs, a team based in Sukuta. And Spurs for the very first time playing in the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan came through the eliminations, book a place in the Nawetan proper, and here they are in the final for the very first time. And if they are to win the trophy, it's going to be a great achievement, a massive achievement for Coach Musa Sabali and his boys. Samate goes to ground and he's been rewarded, and you could hear those claps coming from the faithfuls of Spurs FA. Kemo Kanye, I think we are seeing a perfect game from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it has all the ingredients of a final.
Yes, indeed, the fight and also the energy, the ambience that is surrounding this final here tells you a lot about this. But I mean, currently the danger man for the sports side is this Samate, who has been given a tough time, a very tough time to the Gohbi players here. But he is also a very good player. He is very good on the ball, Samate, and so let's see what he will be able to do for the sports side into this particular final. But he started the game very well. His starting of the game is just a very good start for him, and also his side as well started the game very well. So let's see what happens here before the game ends. But also we have seen very good players into this particular Gohbi side as well. So it's a tight contest game between these two sides. You can see both sides are fighting to score. They register the first goal into this particular tournament. So let's see in this particular final, as you say. So let's see which of the sides here will be able to break the deadlock force into this encounter as the game proceeds.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. A goal will be crucial, and if any of the sides to score first will definitely change the dynamics of this contest. And currently it is Spurs FA who seems very dangerous from the beginning of this crucial final between them and Gohbi. Once again it is Spurs FA once again. Player trying to use his space on the far side. Left-footed drive, this time straight into the gloves of the netminder for Gohbi Football Club, Aliou Fati in goal and Musa Fati in goal. It is the two Fatis in goal for Gohbi and Spurs FA, and it is already an infringement as signaled by the central referee. And the central referee for this final at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium is Barham Cham, who is ably and reliably assisted by Lamin Koli, Abdurrahman Kujabi and Seku Koli serving as the fourth assistant referee. Already the flag of the assistant referee raised against Gohbi this time around. Saliu Jallo, Spurs FA seems to be the most dangerous side since the commencement of this game. They've crafted themselves numerous goal scoring opportunities, but they fail to capitalize.
Well, the first shot on target came from Spurs Football Academy, the team in red, kicking from right to left, as you mentioned in your introductory part. And of course, they have one of the fastest players who is very pacey with the ball. That is number 7, Lamin Tabali. But of course, Gohbi have Mohamed Gassama.
This time around, Gohbi surge forward. Mohamed Gassama, number 3, trying to dribble past his marker. Currently having it tough against the left wing back. They're still in possession. This time around, Gohbi partly cleared this time around. The central referee was just on spot. Barham Cham is the central referee for this crucial final between Gohbi and Spurs FA, and Spurs will now have the opportunity to effect. And the central defender, is he going to leave the ball for the goalkeeper? The central defender for Spurs FA will take. Launch that ball forward, long and high one. Ball being dropped down for the advancing number 10. Samate, number 10, he's one of the most skillful players for this side. It is Samate who lost possession seemingly. And the ball rolls out for a throw-in. And it's going to be a throw-in. And a throw-in for Spurs FA. And Spurs currently playing from our right to left, from our commentary decks. Dressed in all red. Spurs FA came through the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan elimination, book a place into the Nawetan proper, and they were able to advance as group winners with 8 points. Got to the round of 16 where they were defeated by T Central. File an appeal. The appeal went successful in their favor. Went to the quarter-final, defeated Ebeji on post-match shootout, and in the semi-final against Konbe, the first semi-final could not produce a winner. The second semi-final was a 1-0 victory for the Sukuta boys, and they booked a place to the final and to the final for the very first time. And here they are playing against another finalist in the name of Gohbi Football Club. And Gohbi in their group in this year Serekunda Isom and Nawetan. They were in the same group alongside Bodabi, Hanover Fijobi and Milan Football Club, and they bagged 10 points. Book a place to the round of 16. Defeated Bantaba 1-0. Led Yuga on post-match shootout. SV Lar in the semi-final by 3-1. And here they are. Will they be able to continue their spectacular run, or are we going to see this time the boys from Sukuta, Spurs FA, going home as the champions, and the champions for the very first time, and the very first time of asking? Kemo Kanye, just as I said, the goalkeeper is currently down injured. This might be a worrying time for the head coach Musa Sabali for Spurs FA. Currently, his goalkeeper is currently down injured, and he is currently receiving attention from the medics.
Yes, very well. I believe he will be able to continue into this particular contest, because I mean, when you are playing the final, you don't want to miss your first choice goalkeeper to injury or whatever. I mean, that will make him miss the rest of the the remaining part of the game. So I believe he will be fit to come back and then try to continue playing into this particular encounter. But I mean, this particular game, it's a very tight game so far that we have seen from both sides. I mean, both sides having very young players, very good players in their midst in Spurs and that of the Gohbi side. Looking at the teams that they have beaten coming through to the final, so that tells you a lot about this particular two teams. They have beaten some very big teams into Serekunda. When for Gohbi, when you talk about the Milan side, Milan Rose, you talk about Bantaba and then S Villa. These are very good teams and very strong teams that are part of the Serekunda East and Nawetan. And then for that of the Sports side, you talk up the T-Town side, and then T-Central, then Ebeji, you talk about of Konbi as well. These are very big teams as well that Spurs have also beaten coming through to the final here. So that tells you a lot about both of these sides, that they have very strong sides in them, players in them, and also very strong mentalities, because in football you need mentality to win games. If you lack that strong mentality in trying to win against big teams, so of course that will be a very difficult test for you. And I believe both sides have possessed those mentalities, looking at the teams that they have beaten, that they have aged before coming into this particular final. So it's already an interesting encounter between the two sides here in Spurs FC and that of the Gohbi side.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi, and earlier on Sali Ujalo. And in case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we come into live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in the SESDO Africel sponsored league final between Gohbi and Spurs FA. Currently the game is temporarily stopped as the goalkeeper is currently trying to sort himself, and any moment from now the central referee will get us the green light for a restart. And it's a clash in the final between Gohbi and Spurs FA. And Spurs in their very first outing, their very first time of asking, their very first time of coming to the Serekunda Isom and Nawetan. Here they are playing in the final, and in the final against another great side in Gohbi Football Club, and Gohbi is currently under the watchful eyes of Modundao Kabla, whilst Musa Sabal is on the dugout for the boys in red, Spurs FA. And currently Samate, number 10 Samate, surge forward, trying to use his pace. This time dribble past his marker. That was going to be the second one. Samate, he lost possession. Gohbi regained possession, not for too long. This time it is Samate once again, trying to have himself around the 18-yard area. Samate trying to dribble past his marker. He's been blocked in there once again. And this time Gohbi blocks that ball to touch, and Samate seems to be the nuisance for the Gohbi side.
Well, Samate is giving them hell to live in. Samate is just a joy to watch in this game. And of course, you have seen, of course, 3 players redeployed to control Samate anytime he's with the ball.
Hopefully, we might be seeing him playing in the 4th division or 2nd division this season. Samate into the back of the net! What a strike, and what a strike from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Abdullahi Dabo with a thunderous effort into the bottom corner, and deadlock broken at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And the goal coming from the boys in red, Spurs FA, and Spurs FA at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium are currently having their noses in front. That was beauty of a goal coming from the number 18 Abdullahi Dabo Saliu Jallo.
Well, just to minimize it, Aina goal, what a goal. If you speak Arabic, you will understand. This is just Ahlan wa Sahlan. Abdullahi Dabo. This is a goal of course, a Champions League winner. A goal of a final that can offer. This kind of goals you only see them in a final. And Spurs already have one hand laid on the giant trophy. Well, Sukuta are breathing hope, and they might, of course, breathe glory at the end of the day.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallo. Earlier on came Okanye. This time Spurs once again. They are currently having their noses in front and still searching for more. They want to score and want to score more. Spurs FA enjoying possession here, crafting goal scoring opportunities. Samate once again trying to dribble past a group of players. Indeed at a promising position. Samate is indeed a great player. Alassana Samate, number 10, brought down and indeed at a promising position. And this might also give them the opportunity to double their score. Will they be able to get a dead ball specialist, Saliu Jallo, to double their score?
Well, he is one of the most foul players for Spurs in this game. That is Samate. But coming back to that goal, it was courtesy of Samate from the far side. You know, I was telling you, 3 players were redeployed to, of course, control Samate. But then Samate benefited the set piece, and that was quickly taken to the far side from a switch angle. Abdullahi Dabo finds the net from a close, from a long range strike. And here, another advantage at a very promising position for Spurs.
At a promising position for Spurs FA. At a great position for the side that is currently leading and currently having their noses in front at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in the SESDO Africel sponsored league final. Currently, the Sukuta boys are leading by a goal to nil. Left-footed drive. That was another close effort once again. Another close effort.
And you look at the way he presses his head in his hand. It simply means that he was going in for the back of the net. And of course, oh boy, the ball sails over. But it is a big relief for Gobi in this encounter. It is too early to decide. But the Spurs are, of course, in total control of this first half.
Total control Spurs. They are currently hungry and getting hungry and hungrier. Spurs FA currently enjoying the possession here and also enjoying the scoreline. They are leading by a goal to nil. Gohbi Shoj. This time the flag of the assistant referee raised on the far side. Kemo Kanye, a beautiful and a great atmosphere from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And already the final has all the ingredients. It has all the ingredients currently. We were talking about the goals not coming, but already we have seen a goal. And this time coming from the boys of Sukuta. This time Alassana Samate surged forward. He's been dispossessed. And currently Spurs FA are currently enjoying every moment at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Currently enjoying possession and also currently enjoying a huge number of fan base and also leading here by a goal to nil.
Yes, very well. Apart traveling all the way from Sukuta, then coming and play here, you can see the number of fans that accompanied them in trying to making sure that they register the success into this final. And then, indeed, I mean, they are currently pushing for that because looking at the goal that they have scored, that was a beauty of goals. You talk about Lassana Samate for the sports side. He has been doing everything good for his side. He has been forcing the defense line for the Gohbi side, forcing to go onto them through, and then he can take on 2-3 defenders all by himself, and then he has that belief in himself that you need players in such kind of situations that will be able to at least take on 2-3 players by their own, and then going on with that confidence to try to making sure that they gain something in whatever they want to do. I believe Samate is one of the players, Alassana, that is doing that for the that is taking that mantle for that of the sports side, and also a very, very young side.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. And in case you just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. In the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan Africel sponsored league final, and the league final between Spurs FA and Gohbi Football Club. Spurs FA coming to the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan for the very first time, and their head coach is currently very busy on the technical area. Head coach Musa Sabali, the head coach for Spurs FA, very busy on his technical area. And on the other side, Modna Kabla seems to be very much calm. He seems to be very much calm on the technical area. His side currently trailing by a goal to nil, whilst Musa and his side currently enjoying an advantage, leading by a goal to nil, and they got their goal courtesy of Abdoulaye Dabo Saliu Jallo. A great atmosphere, and we have all the ingredients to describe this final as a great final.
Pafati, look at the faces of sports players. They probably, I don't know what was the message sent to them, but this is just like a do-or-die final. You know, they know the journey. They of course they can tell you the story. At one point in time, if you lose one game, you are out of the competition from the elimination, and then to the at one point in time they were sent packing. But you know, their prayers reach heaven, and through an appeal or through a protest, they have to of course come back to life. At one point in time they were dead, but then they were back to life again. But you look at the way they play. It's more of like you have to wear your socks off. You have to kill yourself in this game. 90 minutes of course no rest. 90 minutes of no tiredness in this boys. But Gobi also might have the same mantra. But on the side of Sports Football Academy, Pafati, I believe they have a different message compared to Gobi. When Gobi considered a goal, I saw Modou Kabalandao from distance, who also one time donned the jersey of Brikama United, clapping. You know, the coach shouldn't go down. He is the last man standing, and you have to, of course, wake up the players. But that is a wake-up call. That strike, that bullet strike, it is a wake-up call. Even a person from Germany enjoying a pizza, watching this game will tell you, yes, that is a bullet goal.
That was indeed a great and a bullet and a thunderous goal from Abdoulaye Dabo 18. Abdoulaye Dabo for Sports FA. And they are currently enjoying every moment of this game at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, enjoying possession, enjoying the goal scored. This time Spurs in their own half. Spurs back to the central defender, currently trying to possess that ball so well, left-footed drive, trying to connect the advancing player. This time it's a glancing one from the number 15, and the ball has been blocked to touch, and a throw in for Spurs FA. And Spurs are currently enjoying every moment at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium at a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium, live on LSTV. It is the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan and the Summer Nawetan final, which is proudly and officially bankrolled by Africel. And it is the final between Gohbi and Spurs FA. This time Alassana Samate's ball has been blocked in there. Gohbi surge forward around the center circle. Great possessive work. Player goes to ground. Play on, says the central referee. Another attack on the far side. This time Spurs FA. Number 7 on the far side for Spurs. This time Tabali surge forward. That was going to be the second goal. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down. Unfortunately for Gohbi, Spurs could not just get the second.
And the goalkeeper turned defender Aliou Fati for Gohbi. I believe since they scored, they never relent. They never try to defend the lead. They are going in for more. They know what is at stake if they are to put the game beyond the reach of Kobe. They know what is at stake if they are to put two past Kobe before going into the first half. They know what is at stake if they win this game per 40. And the faithful of course, Sukuta know what is at stake if we win this final.
Of course, yes, Saliu Jalo. A lively game, a lively contest. And one of the finest games that we are currently watching from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And the game is live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube. At the commentary desk, Parliament Fati, Kemo Kanyi and Saliu Jalo. Behind the camera is Osman Kamara as usual. That was a cross. Flash on the face of the 18-yard area for massive turnout. Saliu Jalo, if we are to describe this, I can't even describe the turnout that I have already seen.
Well, it's like there's no final playing elsewhere. This is SESDO for you. This is community football for you. This is, of course, a Kobe in the local language. It's just a team from a particular community and all the way from Bundum. And it's like more of like Bundum versus Sukuta Pafati. But the turnout is just amazing. A huge turnout. That must paint the faces of the sport committee. And guess what? Even on a final, the finalists will pocket home a 20% from the gate taken. So expect more than just $50,000 plus your runners-up package in this encounter, Pafati.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jalo. And earlier on, Kemo Kanyi. This time around, it is Spurs now. Alassana Soj, and he's been penalized by the flag of the assistant referee. Alassana Samate, number 10 for Spurs FA. He is one of their finest, if not the finest player. Alassana Samate. Launched that ball into the half of Spurs. This time partly cleared Spurs. Gohbe regained possession. Another attempt. This time a header. Solid defensive work. Gohbe trying to test the goalkeeper. And this time from the number 6, Modu Sise. And his effort sailed off target.
Well, Pafati, what I understand, Spurs are well prepared for this final. They even in this final. What will be the story if Spurs are crowned champions? The camera operator will tell you we were there. And the streets of Sukuta will tell you we were there when everything unfolded right before our eyes. It is just work in progress. But the game can go in either ways, Pafati. I don't know what is the plan that is put in place from Kobe. But talking about Spurs is what I see just on the flank side of our commentary deck. That's just camera operator who turned the jersey of Kobe, who is also behind the camera. It simply means that he's assigned by Sports Football Academy.
Thank you. A goal to nil. They are currently trailing by a goal to nil at the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan final. This time around, that was going to be a great one from Gohbe. Inches over the crossbar. And a goal kick, Spurs FA. And Gohbe continue to pile and continue to search for an equalizer. Will they be able to get it is the biggest ambition, but also the biggest question. As currently the boys from Sukuta, the boys in all red, Spurs FA, currently having their noses in front, as they are currently leading here by a goal to nil against the boys in all green, Gohbe Football Club. And Gohbe is currently under the watchful eyes of coach Modndao Kabla, who has been assisted by Lamin Sila, Ensa Manga, Alaji Job, Aliu Jaju, and Mohamed Salah as the kids manager. We also have Alpha Ojalo as the physio. Whilst on the other dugout, the head coach for Spurs FA is Musa Sabali, who is been assisted by Keba Kante, Mohamed Mane, Babukar Cham, Babukar Job as technician, and the goalkeeper trainer in Musa Cham, and Lamin Jame as the physio. This time around, Spurs surge forward once again, and the ball is being blocked. Kemo Kanyi, a great game, great atmosphere, and we can describe, we will still struggle to describe how we have this atmosphere at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. But what we can only say, it is a massive turnout, a great organization, and a great tapping on the shoulders of the organizing committee of Serekunda East Sports Committee.
Yes, very well, it's because of the confidence that they have built within the community that they are currently leading, the sports committee, so when you have those, when your community have this trust in you. So of course, whatever that you are organizing, they will answer to your calls, and this is why we have so many of the fans here piling in their numbers. You can see some fans in fact are standing behind. They are struggling to see what is exactly going within the football pitch. So that alone is a commendable effort by the committee, and also the community that are currently surrounding this particular ground here. They have come out, show their support to all the teams that are here. If for instance the neutrals are also here, who are also here to making sure that they watch the best football being played here, and those ones are there to encourage every good player to that yes, you will be able to achieve what you want if you want to take football a career. And I believe most of these players here, I mean most of them will want to make football a career. So coming in large numbers and then trying to show that support to them so that they will be able to realize their dreams in the future. That is commendable from the community in the Serekunda East, and as well their sports committee as well, pal.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. Earlier on, Saleh Ujalo at the commentary decks at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And we are coming to live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube. Special thanks to all those that are currently monitoring us live on LSTV1 on either Facebook or YouTube. 31 minutes on the clock. It is currently Spurs 1, Gohbi 0 in the Serekunda East Somanawetan final. And this final is proudly and officially sponsored by Africel. This time around, Spurs launch in a quick one into the half of Gohbi, partly cleared Gohbi. Gohbi regained possession, still in their own half, and Gohbi is currently under the watchful eyes of Coach Modndao Kabla, whilst Musa Sabali is on the dugout for Spurs Football Academy. Spurs enjoying every moment. This time around is that good defensive blunder. Spurs this time Gohbi surge forward. Around the area, player goes to ground, and already is a corner. And a corner as pointed by the central referee Barham Chairman. Barham is in this contest. Is ably and reliably assisted by Lamin Koli, Abdurrahman Kujabi, and landing Ev Oseku Koli serving as the fourth assistant referee. Going to be an attack coming from Alassana Samate. Alassana Samate. And it's going to be a throw-in, and a throw-in for Gohbi. And Gohbi must be in a hurry. They must be in a hurry. They are currently trailing by a goal to nil against Spurs FA. And Spurs, if they are able to hold on, they will surely be crowned champions of this year's Serekunda East Somanawetan. And it's going to be a great achievement, a massive celebration, and a great achievement for the very first time of reaching the final, and for the very first time of asking. And Team Spurs or Spurs FA coming through the elimination, booking a place to the Northern proper, sailing to the round of 16, and from the round of 16 to the final, here they are. That's going to be a massive achievement for Musa Sabali and his boys. But anyway, if they are to do that, they have to hold on. They have to hold on to this advantage. If they can't hold on to this advantage, we will advantage Team Spurs. Spurs hands that ball to Gohbi Football Club, and Gohbi currently surging forward, and the player goes to ground. He's been rewarded by the central referee Barham Cham. Barham Cham, the central referee, at a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium. If you move an inch, you will lose your position, Salih Ujalo. Wherever you are standing at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium this evening, if you move an inch, you wouldn't be able to regain your position, I believe.
Absolutely. But that is Sunny swing at the header. That is a free header for Gohbi, but it proved futile, and a relief for the shortstopper in Fati on the other side. That is Musa Fati to be precise. Well, absolutely, Fati. The moment you move an inch, forget about your space. You have to go behind again and create another chance. But just look at the way they play. You know, they're trying to use, of course, their number 10 in Samate Pafati in this game.
Alassana Samate once again, regain possession once again. Gets that ball low, back heel this time. Not a great one. Hands that ball to Gohbi around the center of the pitch. Gohbi launched that ball forward. Not a great one once again. It is Spurs to Gohbe. Gohbe to Spurs. Gohbe once again using the right side of the attack. Number 10 Gohbe Football Club, and the number 10 is Mohamed Gassama. This time around player goes to ground and he's been rewarded by the central referee Barham Cham at a great environment, great atmosphere at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium.
For the first time ever I'm seeing a camera operator turn coach here. You know, football is just not for the weak. Football is just cruel power. You know, a final of this magnitude. Imagine I am wearing a different cap with the camera operator of our Sports Football Academy. I am on defense anyhow, will do for me. I am here to report. But on the other side, he is here on a mission, and that mission is for Spurs to be crowned champions. But then it's a long journey, it's a marathon. If they can flashback the distance that they have covered, it's
over the crossbar, so close and definitely very close.
2 free headers in a space of 2 minutes for Gobi, but it's still proof futile. They're asking questions, but that is of course a community meeting going on right now behind the center back, the 4 defenders of Sports Football Academy. I believe they're trying to connect the dots. They have been of course left disjointed in the space of just 2 minutes, Pafati.
There we go, Saliu Jalo. Spurs needs to be very careful with this offense or set pieces. Set pieces coming from Gohbe Football Club. The ball is still in play. Nicely done, Gohbe. Spurs on a defensive mission, calling in for an infringement, nothing given. It's going to be a throw-in, and a throw-in this time around. Gohbe Football Club currently having the opportunity to effect, currently trailing by a goal to nil, and currently Spurs needs to hold on. If they are able to hold on, they're going to be crowned champions, and if they want to do that, they have to do that against Gohbe. Spurs in their own half, great dribbling skill. Alassana Samate back to the left wing back, this time Spurs. Great dribbling skill. Back to Alassana Samate once again. Number 10 Samate hands that ball to the number 15. A surging run by the number 7 on the far side. And this time around, Lamin Tabali is being penalized by the flag of the assistant referee.
If they had to change turn their offsides to goals, they could have been leading by 3 goals to nil here. That is Sports Football Academy power.
There we go. It is Spurs against Gohbe. Spurs against Gohbe in the Serekunda East Summer Norwegian final. That was a solid defensive work coming from the central defender and number 2. The central defender and number 2 for Spurs FA. He was just there in time, Babukar Juve. Babukar Juve at the Jam Park Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And in case you're just joining us, if you are just joining us, we're coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube at the commentary decks. Parlament Fati, Kemo Kanye, Saliu Jalo behind the camera as usual is our ever-present Osman Kamara. This time around, a thumping header, partly cleared. Spurs regain possession. Hands that ball this time around, is going to be a throw-in. Throw-in, an end-to-end contest. From the half of Spurs to the half of Gohbe, back to the half of Spurs and back to the half of Gohbe. It is currently a stiff battle, a great encounter coming from the half of this time. It's currently Spurs now who regain possession. Hands that ball to Gohbe once again. Gohbe surge forward using the right side to attack. It's going to be a surging run, a stiff battle. Is that going to be a foul? Nothing given by the assistant referee. Gohbe in search for an equalizer. Will they be able to get it? Is the biggest ambition, but also the biggest question. The first half, or the time in the first half, is currently running out for Gohbe Football Club, and they are currently trailing by a goal to nil. They need to score, Gohbe. 39 minutes on the clock unofficial. 39 minutes on the clock unofficial. It is currently Spurs 1, Gohbe nil. Spurs in the semi-final got the better of Konbe in the second semi-final. And this evening at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, Alassana Samate wrestled down and he's been rewarded by the central referee Barham Cham. Alassana Samate, number 10. It's going to be Spurs FA. Great possessive football, lost it. Gohbe this time around. This time will they be able to get something? Number 5 Gohbe goes to ground. Is that going to be a foul? Play on, says the central referee. A clash between the 2 players of Gohbe and the central referee Barham Cham, very close to the spot, and waved in for a play on. And that's going to be a throw in on the far side at the Jam Park Serekunda East Mini Stadium. How do we describe the turnout? How do we describe this turnout? It's going to be a goal kick.
But this is more than an August gathering.
It is more than a turnout. It is more than a turnout at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. It is a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Every area, every stand at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium full to its capacity. And the central defender clears that ball partly. Spurs regain possession. Alassana Samate surge once again. This time goes to ground, and the central referee very close to the spot, and he has already given an infringement to Spurs Football Academy.
Well, I told you he's one of the most foul players, if not the most foul players for Spurs Football Academy. When you look at the players of Spurs, everyone is busy. There is no player that is off his mark here. Everyone is busy. It's like you have to cover one another. Should it be you have to be your brother's keeper? I don't know. More probably that will be removed from Sabali. But then you have seen Modunda also busy on the touchline there.
That's Coach Modunda Kabla, very busy on his technical area. Head Coach Musa Sabali, very busy on his technical area. Time is definitely running out, and definitely running out for Gohbi. As far as the first half is concerned, it is never over until it is all over. Kemo Kanye, we are moving into the closing stages of the first half. Are we going to see Spurs heading to the break with their noses in front? And if they want to do that, they have to hold on to this 1-0 advantage. And if Gohbi wants to get to the dressing room or get back to the dressing room with a 1-1 scoreline, they need to score. If they don't score, it's going to be advantage at lemon time.
Yes, Spurs will try everything necessary to protect this particular goal towards the ending of this first half here, while that of the Gohbi side will try to make it so that they put the game to a leveler before the halftime whistle is gone. So let's see what happens here. And then one of the star players, one of the key players for that of the Spurs FC side has already been taken off the field. I mean, perhaps he has an injury, and then he will be taken to be taken care of. I mean, he wouldn't be taking part into this particular game again. I believe Alassana Samate perhaps heading to the hospital.
Alassana Samate probably might be heading to the hospital. He's currently injured, and this wouldn't be a great news for every supporter, every player, every other individual associated to Team Spurs. Right footed delivery. That was a great shot, and straight into the gloves of the netminder. Aliou Fati in goal for Gohbi Football Club. Saliu Jallo, this wouldn't be a great news. Alassana Samate wouldn't be able to continue. It's going to be a substitution and a bad news for Team Spurs.
And that is the first half whistle there, Pafati. Not a good news for Spurs, but then good news that they are heading into the break, leading by a goal to nil. But bad news that the prolific player, one of their most outstanding players, is of course out injured. I've seen him being assisted by the medics, holding his left hand. We only hope and believe, hope and pray that it is not a dislocated shoulder to the prolific star or to the promising lad. Well, on his day, just look at how he is trying to dilly-dally his opponents here. And a scout from nowhere will tell you, this is a player that I want to sign. This is a player that I want in my team. But then a player that you might want in your team right now is surely in need of a medical attention.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallo, earlier on Kemo Kanye. And we're going to have some half-time engagements with the public relation officer for Serekunda East Sports Committee BB, and Saliu Jallo will take that lead. And it is half-time at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it is currently Spurs FA 1, Gohbi Football Club nil, and this is where we're going to have a hold on the live commentary as far as this final between Gohbi and Spurs is concerned. And Saliu Jallo will surely be having a chit-chat with the public relation officer for Serekunda East Sports Committee, Babukar Kurubali in BB. And any moment from now, Saliu will surely have BB in front of the mic or in front of the camera live on LSTV1. And until then, it has been Parliament Fati Kemo Kanyi, and behind the camera is our ever-present Osman Kamara. Until then, we will surely have a rest, and Saliu Jallo will have a chit-chat with either Salibu Kamaso or Babukar Kurubali. Any moment from now, we will hand the mic to Saliu Jallo. And until then, enjoy the 15 minutes of rest, and we'll be back for the continuation after the 15. And thank you very much. We're still coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and great atmosphere. And it's good that we are currently having the half-time break, and this will solely give us the opportunity. Not me, I am going to have a rest, and we will now hand the mic to Saliu Jallo. And we already have our colleague, mentor and boss, Sir Vicente, in front of our camera. Saliu Jallo, the mic is all yours.
Pleasure, and of course Spurs are leading Gobi by Coulton Hill, and of course Abdullahi Tabo, he turned the number 18 jersey, and of course from a long range strike, Spurs of course head into the locker room, leading by Coulton Hill. Gobi of course are leading by Coulton Hill. Spurs have a split on the other side, have a play, of course he turned the number 10 jersey, stretched out, of course holding his left hand. We hope and pray is not a dislocated shoulder. But then Sir Vicente, take us through the power of self-discipline first before Serekunda. You're holding a book and reading the power of self-discipline.
Sally, it's a pleasure being here. Self-discipline is key. In everything we do in life is all about. You're doing your job because of self-discipline. The players are playing because of self-discipline. The fans are here watching their own teams because of self-discipline. Everybody has an excuse for doing nothing. The fact that you have an excuse for doing nothing, it's only self-discipline that will help you make sure that you have no excuse.
The founding father of SEEDS Football Academy, take us through the full definition of SEEDS.
Well, SEEDS is sports, education, environment, diversity and service. And that is why SEEDS. It's just like when you sow a seed, you allow it to grow, it germinates and gives you what shelter as well as, of course, food, among other things. So really, I'm glad being here at Serekunda East. The turnout you and I were talking about it is very impressive. And look at the way Serekunda East is even developing infrastructure. They are working on one of the pavilions here. It's not yet done. The Democracy Pavilion is launched, and you can see the Democrats seated, well behaved, and you can see the other pavilions over there. So for me, Serekunda East could be a ground that is developed. If only the pitch is worked on to host some of our matches, definitely at WAF or Kafu level, be it qualifiers or even matches proper.
Well, this is an example of course, development when it comes to Kasu football or youth football. Exactly. What more needs to be done in the quest of course, promoting Kasu football, humble Vicente?
It's selflessness, integrity, accountability. Selflessness in that volunteers should be ready to volunteer voluntarily. You are doing this job out of love and passion for it. Sure. Whether you are paid or not, you don't have a problem. But there are people who will be acting into sports and feeding on sports instead of in sports. So that's why I said selflessness. Number two is this. This alone has
the matter with the mantra or the money that is meant for football should be spent in football.
And I agree with you entirely. Look, sports is beyond just kicking the ball in the pitch. Even the women that are selling here ice, groundnut and other things are going home smiling because everybody will honestly go and buy something, and what if they buy about.
Yeah, in summary, yes. Your people in the first 45 minutes.
Impressive. All displayed here, the skills displayed are excellent. Yes, Gobi may be trailing, but it doesn't mean they are not playing. And the goal that honestly Spurs scored was a wonder goal.
That is a Champions League goal.
Very much so.
Thank you, Amul Vicente.
Only second to the one that was scored in Lamen by Central 2.
They are number 7.
God bless you.
Mohamed, call Mohamed from the subject.
In fact, I had to ask whether it was a goal or not again. The way the ball went in the net and went behind the net.
Is the definition of Gambia. Thank you very much, Amul. Pleasure speaking to you. And now we will engage as a PB. You must lose your voice And I don't need to ask you that question why. But I was made to understand the final is well organized. And of course, I believe. I came here. This is more than August gathering, baby.
Yeah, Sally, thank you very much. We are absolutely grateful. Looking at the number of
voice of is eating peace.
Yeah, sure. Basically, I think looking at the turnout is I am sure my
maybe if I don't ask you this question, the viewers will not be happy. The kickoff time is 4:30. Why the delay?
yeah, so this is very, very normal in as much as
You said very, very normal.
very normal in as much as organizing this type of competition is concerned. We all know sometimes you want to make follow time, but then if teams will not
Dilly my question.
yeah, I am not dilly-dallying. I can even tell you for free that teams might even receive punishment immediately after this final because teams did not come to the ground on time. You cannot play a final and the kickoff time should be 4:30. You are asked to be on the ground 2:30. You came after 3. So I am telling you for free that the disciplinary committee will take measures on that, and that was also.
It's like the delay is not from the sport committee, but the 2 finalists.
Yeah, certainly, because this committee were here since in the morning to make sure everything is in place. And at Serekunda East, we don't wait for anyone when it is time for kickoff because we knew we don't have those lights that can give us what we want. So we always want to play on time to make sure we wrap matters on time because it is very, very important for the protection of the players and the people that are coming to watch. But basically, that is where we find ourselves. But I can tell you, we are on track because it's already just 9 minutes to 6, and I can tell you we have just another 40 minutes to play. But I am very, very much happy with the organization so far and how teams have comported themselves.
Well, of course, you are into your final touches of this SESDO Sport Committee under the auspices of Mr. Modu Yusuf Acham. And of course, you are done with the Milan and of course Milan Rose knockout final in which Milan were crowned champions. And of course, today is 2 first ever finalists that made it in the final. Kobe not that much older, but then not that much younger as well. But for the first time under the leadership of Modu Kabla, they are into a final. Spurs, the first trial through the elimination qualifier round to the number 10 proper. At one point in time, they were sent packing and they come back with an appeal later and they cross the hurdle. Of course, their prayers reach heaven. Is this a success one from your sport committee?
It's absolutely a success because under the leadership of Modu Yusuf Acham, we have organized numerous finals and all our finals have been very, very successful. Salu, this is what you want. You want to organize a tournament, you want to organize a competition that is going to be very, very competitive. And at the end of the day, people will come all out and watch the best teams. These are the best teams that are playing because Spurs is the team that has scored the highest goal come into this competition, followed by Gobi. Gobi scored the highest points going into the round of 16 in the group stages. They scored 10 points. So basically the 2 teams are playing and the first 40 minutes has shown us that this game is not yet over until when it is. Gobi has created numerous goal scoring opportunities. Absolutely. But the committee are not yet happy with the scoreline, I can tell you, because we are thinking perhaps a stalemate draw will be very, very crucial.
That reflects back to my the second question, why the delay? Well, I was trying to see whether you will be, of course, in my position. The delay probably might favor the sport committee too. You're talking about, of course, a punishment. But if the delay continues with this, with a one-all scoreline in which sports will tell you, Astaghfirullah, might be a big smile on your faces.
Well, certainly I can tell you it is already decided and the wonderful listeners will not possibly want to hear. They will want to see a winner today. But for the prayers of the committee now, let's see whether we can have a 1-1 draw and we see where it ends. But if it's draw, we have to come back for another time.
Probably have $1 million from the gate takings?
Possibly, not very sure. Finance will deal with that later.
I understand you're married with accountability. Good luck, baby. Thank you very much. Pleasure speaking to him. And of course, we will return the baton back to the Gambian John Champion and of course Parliament Fati. The Gambian John Champion Parliament Fati.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallo, for that halftime chit chat with Sir Vicente Gomez and Babukar Krubali, the public relation officer for Serekunda East Sports Development Committee. And any moment from now, we're going to have a restart. And a restart of the second half between Gohbi and Sports Football Academy from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium and live on LSTV1. Parliament Fati, Kemo Kanye, Salih Ujalo, and behind the camera as usual is our ever-present Osman Kamara. It's just the beginning of the second half and the score is still Gohbi 0, Sports 1. And already Alassana Samate, number 10 for Sports, is been substituted and seemingly taken to the hospital. Alassana Samate is the danger man for Sports Football Academy, and his substitution wouldn't be a great news for every supporter or whosoever is connected to Sports Football Academy. And in case you're just joining us, this is just the commencement of the second half and the second half of the final between Sports and Gohbi. Gohbi is currently under the watchful eyes of Modundao Kabla, who has been assisted by Lamin Silla, Ensa Manga, Alaji Juba, Aliu Jajo as the goalkeeper trainer, Mohamed Salah as the kids manager, and the physio is Alpha Ojalo. And on the other dugout is Musa Sabali serving as the head coach for Sports Football Academy, and he's been assisted by Keba Kante, Mohamed Mane, Babukar Chama as the team trainer, and the technician is Babukar Job, Musa Chama as the goalkeeper trainer, Lamin Jame as the physio. And it is just the commencement of the second half in this final between these two sides. And it's currently Sports 1, Gohbi 0. Gohbi needs to score. If they don't, that's going to be over for them. This time Gohbi surged forward in the beginning of the second half. Will they be able to get an equalizer? Solid defensive work coming from Sports Football Academy. And it is Gohbi currently having the ball in their opposition half. This time they lost possession. A bright start for Gohbi Football Club. They must have received a great information from their head coach in Modundao Kabla. Salih Ujalo, a bright start for Gohbi Football Club, knowing fully well that they need to score. If they don't score, they're solely going to surrender the giant trophy, the whooping cash prize, to the traveling boys of Sukuta in the name of Sports Football Club or Sports Football Academy, who are currently enjoying an advantage, leading by a goal to 0 against Gohbi. Gohbi having a bright start in the second half, Salih Ujalo.
Absolutely having a bright start, and they're using the left side from our commentator, or the far right hand side on the other side of the pitch, and they're using, of course, Mohamed Gassama, who told the number 10 jersey. I did talk about him in the first half, how spacey he is, how of course brilliant he is with the ball, a very dead left footer. From the entrance down there, I am seeing Samate, the number 10, of course, with his right hand being bandaged. Well, we're wishing him all the best of luck. But then a chance for Gohbi to equalize. The defense line of Spurs stood firm again. I saw something from distance. The number 9 of Gohbi throws something inside the net of Spurs.
That might be a Dalasi coin.
What do you mean by a Dalasi coin? He is the number 9. He is, of course, the substitute.
This time around the area. That was going to be the second goal, unfortunately. Gohbi, or the central defenders for Gohbi, just there in time to get that ball out of the area. Spurs to benefit from a corner. Alassana Samate is currently on the technical bench. He is currently seated on his hand bandage. He must be in pain. Samate, the danger man, he will now be watching the end of this game. This time a glancing header partly cleared. Still danger not averted, another header straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper Fati. Aliu Fati in goal for Gohbi and Musa Fati in goal for Spurs. This time around Gohbi using the left side of the attack to penetrate. This time around the center of the pitch. Chips that ball forward. Great control around the center circle. Gohbi squares that ball on the far side. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down. Straight into the gloves of the netminder.
That is Mohamed Gassama again. He's very careful with the defense line of Spurs. That's why he was from an onside angle. and the goalkeeper to the rescue, but is right now, of course, needing a medical attention. The goalkeeper to rescue, a very good time in there from the shot stopper. Since the coming of the second half, we have seen, of course, Gobi creating more chances. At one point in time, Spurs were on the verge, of course, putting another goal pass at the goalkeeper in Fati. Probably they might be saying this to themselves. Let's do this for Samate. Let's do this for our number 10 now.
And we believe if they are able to lay their hand, probably Samate might have the opportunity to pick that giant trophy.
Absolutely, and might be the player of the season in SESDO League number 10. You know, bro, then they want a number 10 today, Yapat. And it is just what it is. Look at the 10 of Kobe in Mohamed Gassama. Look at the 10 of our Spurs in, of course, Samate. That is why they are here. That is why they entered the final. And they play the pivotal role, pa.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jalo. And earlier on, Kemo Kanyi from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium live on LSTV1. It's the final, and a final between Gohbi and Spurs Football Academy. And currently, Spurs leading by a goal to nil. A glancing header, partly cleared. Gohbi lost possession. Spurs regained possession. Spurs surged forward, not for too long. And it is currently Gohbi Football Club, currently under the watchful eyes of the head coach Mondau Kabla, and already the flag of the assistant referee raised on the far side. It's going to be a delivery this time around for the boys in red, Spurs Football Academy, and they came to the Serekunda East Soma Nawetan for the very first time. Came through the eliminations to the Nawetan proper, to the quarter-final, or the round of 16 to the quarter-final, to the semi-final, and here they are at the semi-final, and the central referee already there, giving an advantage to the boys in green, Gohbi Football Club. Spurs for the very first time of asking, for the very first time of reaching the final. Is that going to be for the very first time being crowned champions? Currently, they are on course. They are on course leading by a goal to nil. And they got their goal, courtesy of Abdullah Dabo, number 18. It is Gohbi who saw player goes to ground. This time the central referee is in the least interested, asking the player to come back to his feet. And the central referee for this crucial final between Gohbi and Spurs FA is Barham Chairman. Barham is ably and reliably assisted by Lamin Koli, Abdurrahman Kujabi, and Sekou Koli serving as the fourth assistant referee. And you could hear those cheers coming from the faithfuls of Spurs Football Academy.
Well, that is the substitute. That is Yankuba Dembel. He came in replacing the number 10, the injured Samate Pafati.
That was Saliu Jalo at the commentary desk live on LSTV1 from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And earlier on, Kemo Kanyi. A great atmosphere from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Massive turnout. Massive turnout at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in the final between Gohbi and Spurs FA. Spurs on a defensive mission heads that ball of the area. And Spurs will now be hoping to either cement this 1-0 advantage if they can get the second. Kemo Kanyi, I think a 1-0 scoreline must be enough, or will be enough for Spurs, if the Spurs Football Academy, if they can double their lead.
Yes, very well, Pa. If they cannot out of their advantage, the only thing that is required for them is to making sure that they stay onto this particular lead here and then push the game to the bed. If they are able to do that, then of course they will be going home with the trophy. But while that of their opponents, that is Gohbi FC, for them they must score to get themselves anything into this particular contest, because I mean when you are trailing by a lone goal to nil, especially in the final, you only need to score for you to get any meaningful result of the whole saga. So this is the final game for the league, and then already I mean Spurs Football Academy have scored, and then they are currently leading here by a lone goal to nil, and then they can stay onto this particular lead and then be crowned champions, while that of their opponent must score for them to be able to do any meaningful thing into this, or get themselves any meaningful result that they will want from this. I mean, currently, I mean, Spurs need 1, and then that of the Gohbi side nil into this particular contest. We are currently into the second half here, so let's see what happens before the game ends.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi earlier on. Saliu Jalo on the far side. It's going to be a throw in Gohbi Football Club. Gohbi takes that quickly. They are currently down by a goal to nil. Spurs lost possession to Gohbe. Gohbe trying to penetrate. Great control Gohbe. Will they be able to penetrate? Launch that ball this time around. The goalkeeper allowing that ball to roll off the area and a goal kick. And the goalkeeper for Spurs wouldn't be in any hurry. He wouldn't be in any hurry, Musa Fati. Musa Fati wouldn't be in any hurry for Spurs Football Academy as they are currently leading by a goal to nil against Gohbe Football Club. Gohbe needs to score. If they don't score, it's going to be a victory. And crowned champions for Spurs Football Academy. This time around the center circle. Central defender on number 2, Babukar Diouf, clears that ball desperately. The team captain, will he be able to keep that ball in play? And there we go. This time around, great possessive football. Struck the player, Spurs Football Academy. Hands that ball back to Spurs Football Academy once again. It is Spurs in their opposition half, enjoying possession and also leading by a goal to nil. And they lost possession. Gohbe surge forward. Gohbe number 2, trying to move that ball forward. Basekuba launched that ball into the half. Ball being desperately cleared. And desperately cleared from the central defender. It is Gohbe now. Baseku. Gohbe this time around. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down. And it's going to be a foul. And a foul to Spurs Football Academy. And Spurs must be very much pleased with the way things are going for them. They are currently enjoying every moment. They will surely be hoping to hold on if they can get the second. And the second goal in this contest, Saliu Jallow, will definitely be crucial. The second goal in this contest, it can either come from Gohbe or Spurs. And the second goal will definitely be crucial. And the second goal, if Spurs should have the second goal, will definitely kill the morale of Gohbe. But if Gohbe should score, it's going to be game on, Saliu Jallow.
Absolutely. The only time the game that can come back to life is when Gohbe level matters. But of course, the game to be beyond the reach of Gohbe is when Spurs find another one. That is their second goal to put this game to bed. But it is just 11 minutes played. There is more than 25 minutes to play in this encounter per party. And there is more than 5 goals, of course, in this game per party.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallow. This time around into the half of Spurs. And Spurs will be hoping to get something here. And it's going to be there is a player down injured. And down injured for Spurs. And Spurs will now have the opportunity to effect this deep in their own half. Deep in their own half, Spurs. Spurs will now have the opportunity to effect. Spurs will now have the opportunity to effect. Launch that ball forward, long and high one. Around the center circle, Spurs surge forward. And the flag of the assistant referee raised against. And the flag of the assistant referee raised against Spurs. And it's going to be a set piece. And a set piece for Gohbe this time around. Around the area, the central defenders allowing the goalkeeper Fati to gather that ball with ease. A goal will be crucial. A goal will definitely be crucial in this contest. A goal for Gohbe will surely get this game. A goal for Gohbe will solely get this game to life.
You don't want to say this on mic?
And a goal for Spurs will definitely possibly be game over. But anyway, we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. It's currently 1-0 in favor of Spurs, who are currently enjoying an advantage, leading by a goal to nil. It's a throw in from the number 18 Abdullah Dabo, and the scorer of the only goal scored in this final between Gohbi and Spurs. This time Gohbi in their own half, ball being blocked to touch, and this time around it's going to be a throw in once again. Kemo Kanyi, Team Spurs will be hoping, or will definitely want to wind down the clock here if they can get the second. We believe if they can get the second, a 1-0 scoreline will definitely be enough for them to lay their hand on the giant trophy and the whooping cash prize, and it's going to be a massive celebration and also a great achievement as far as Musa Sabali and his boys are concerned.
Very well, this is their plan into this particular game as of now. The only thing that is required from them is to at least stay onto this particular lead and then be celebrating at the end of this particular encounter. And then I know they are very much aware of the timing here. They know what they want from this particular game, and then they be able to keep their composure up to the final whistle of this particular encounter is the question to ask. But I mean, the way they are playing, the way they are moving this particular ball, it's like they already have this mentality, and then they will be able to clinch onto this particular 1-0 lead here that they are currently leading by. They don't need to score any further goals to go home with the trophy if their opponent Gohbi is still struggling to register their names into the back of the net. So for now, they can go home with this. They can stay onto this particular 1-0 lead, depending on the game plan that they have. And then, of course, at the end of this particular encounter, they will be crowned champions, and then will be going home with the trophy and the medal, and then a whipping cash prize that will be awarded to the winner of this particular competition. But it has been a great game, a great end-to-end football. Gobi also are not relenting. They are also pushing. They also want something out of this particular game. And then so let's see what will happen here, whether they will be able to put up a leveler here before the game ends, or are we going to see that of the Spurs FC side staying onto this particular lead, or in fact adding up their advantage as the game proceeds.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. Earlier on, Saliu Jalo. Time is definitely running out. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down. Is that going to be the second goal for Spurs? Right-footed delivery straight into the gloves of the netminder. And the number 15 for Spurs, Malang Dafe, should have doubled the scoreline. Saliu Jalo, that should have been the second goal for Team Spurs, and unfortunately for them, they could not just find the back of the net.
Well, Lamin Tabali, the captain for Spurs, fine, of course, the number 15 from distance, that is Malang Davi, who was from an onside position. Well, running head over heels, I thought like he's going straight to the 18-yard box, and of course just have a simple tap there. But he did it so early, so quickly, and it proved futile for him. That could have been, of course, the second goal for Spurs in this game. These are the chances that you need to capitalize. This is a game, and 1-0 scoreline is always dangerous, Pafati.
1-0 scoreline is always dangerous, and Spurs continue to search for the second, whilst Gohbi looking this time around. Is that going to be the second? Left-footed drive on from Tabali, sailed over the bar.
A desperate strike. He wasn't relaxed on ball. He wasn't relaxed in front of goal. I don't know. He went also so quickly. At one point in time, from the number 15 in Dafe, and now is Tabali Lamin Ukulov. Of course, the captain stood by example, but the proof futile.
There we go, into the half, straight into the gloves of Musa Fati in goal.
I believe one Fati will be crowned champion.
Of course, yes, Musa Fati in goal and Aliou Fati in the opposite goal post. Musa Fati is the goalkeeper for Spurs, and Aliou Fati is the goalkeeper for Gohbi. Gohbi needs to score. If they don't, it's going to be a victory. And a victory for the boys from Sukuta Sports FA. There's already a player down injured, and it's going to be a double substitution. A double substitution, number 11 coming in for Spurs, and the number 11 for Spurs, Farmer Afal, and the number 16 will also be introduced shortly. Kemo Silla and Farmer Afal introduced for Spurs FA. Fresh legs for Team Spurs. Gohbi will now have the opportunity to effect. And it's a double substitution effected. Gohbe chips that ball forward, a glancing header. Easy time for the goalkeeper. And you could hear those claps coming from the faithfuls of Sukuta.
The man entrusted between the sticks is doing his job. That is it. That is just that.
Of course, he has Musa Fati in goal, and he wouldn't be in any hurry. He wouldn't be in any hurry. He wouldn't be in any hurry as he and his four sides lead here by a goal to nil. Will they be able to hold on? 19 minutes unofficial into the second half. 19 minutes unofficial in the second half between Gohbe and Spurs in the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan final. And this is a grand final, the league final between Gohbe and Spurs Football Academy. And Spurs, for the very first time coming to the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan, came through the elimination, booked a place to the Nawetan proper, to the round of 16, to the quarter final, to the semi-final, and here they are playing in the final against Gohbe. Will they be able to lay their hand on the giant trophy and the whooping cash prize for the very first time of asking? Gohbe chips that ball into the area and the header sailed over the bar. That was a protest. Is that going to be a yellow? Yes. That's a yellow card for the central defender and number 17 Dauda Kanyi for Spurs FA.
Well, I believe we have something to complain, and that is why he rostered the central referee. But on your day, I believe you are not wanted there. The captain have to have his say with the central referee. But then he was pulled. That was infringement inside that 18-yard box. That was too a busy environment. That's why the central referee could not spot out that incident.
Thank you very much, Sali Uchalo. At a busy evening at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, at a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium, this time around Spurs, not for too long, to Gohbe. Player Rasul down and he's been rewarded by the central referee, Barham Cham.
They are now inventing that South American football, that is Sports Football Academy. They're not allowing Gohbe players to relax, to have that cameo with the ball.
That is the head coach on the far side, Modndao Kabla. This time a header, partly cleared Team Sports. Gohbe regained possession. Gohbe needs to score. They need to score or else they will solely hand the trophy and the giant cash prize, or the giant trophy and the whooping cash prize to their opponents in Team Sports. Are we going to see Sports winning the trophy for the very first time? And for the very first time of asking, team captain Tabali chested that ball to the advancing player, lost possession. It is currently an end-to-end contest from the half of Gohbe to the half of Spurs, back to the half of Spurs to the half of Gohbe once again. Gohbe, not a great one, great control. Spurs regain possession. And the central referee on spot, as he has already given an advantage to the boys in all red. Spurs Football Academy and the traveling set of supporters from Sukuta must be very pleased with the way things are going for them and also for the boys of Team Sports.
Well, when Alassana was substituted in the first half, that is Alassana Samari, number 10, Spurs were relying on their number 7, that is the captain, that is Tabali. But then Tabali is not having his best moment in this game, Pafati.
Tabali not having his best moment. This time Spurs regain possession, not for too long. And it is Gohbe. Gohbe hands that ball. Player Rasul down. And this time the central referee handing an infringement against Tabali and Team Sports. Time definitely running out. And running out for Gohbe. Gohbe needs to score. Gohbe needs to score. If they don't score, it's going to be a victory for Spurs. Gohbe surge forward. Block in there by Team Spurs. Team Spurs, will they be able to hold on? They just need to hold on. Whilst Gohbe needs to score. This time around, Spurs regain possession. And they lost possession. And in case you're just joining us, we're coming to you live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium in the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan final between Gohbe and Spurs. And currently it is 1-0 in favor of Spurs. Tabali team captain, Backhill, will he be able to reconnect? Not a great one. This time around the center circle. They lost possession. Gohbe regained possession. It is Gohbe's number 2. Sekuba. Baseku lost possession. This time it is Spurs. Spurs now trying to connect the center forward. And this time around, it's going to be advantage. And it is an advantage, Spurs. Spurs needs to hold on. Tabali, the team captain, number 7, left-footed drive. He was trying to test the goalkeeper. And unfortunately for him, his target sailed off target. Kemo Kanye, time is definitely running out. And running out for Gohbe. They need to score. And the head coach, Modnau Kabla, seems to be very much worried on the technical bench. He and his side need to score. If they don't score, it's going to be a massive victory, a massive celebration for Spurs. For their very first time of asking, and also for the very first time of laying their hand on the Serekunda Isoma Nawetan Trophy.
Yes, very well. I mean, for now, they will want to make it so they wind down the clock and then go home celebrating this particular trophy. Remember, they have been a very, very difficult team here. I mean, in the semi-final where when they played against Conby and then they were able to crown, they were able to beat Conby by a lone goal 2-0. But remember, the first game that they have played against Conby was a nil-nil scoreline, and then the game has to be taken to another date for a decider where they won by a lone goal 2-0. Now here, again, they are leading against Gohbe side by a lone goal 2-0 since the first half goal here, since the 17th minute first half goal from Abdullah Dabo here. So it's still the goal that is separating these two sides here. And then perhaps the way they are approaching this particular game, they know what it means for them, and then they know what they needed into this particular contest. They are very calm. They are not in a haste. I mean, they are trying to employ here is to make sure that they keep their composure and then try to push the game to the bad part. And then it is indeed working for them as of now. So let's see whether they will be able to, maintain their composure throughout this particular, second half here.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. And in case you're just joining us, we're coming to you live from the Serekunda East Football or Mini Stadium. And the final between Spurs and Gohbe. And it's going to be a yellow card. A yellow card for Spurs. And it's going to be a set piece for Gohbe. Gohbe needs a dead ball specialist to effect this. Head coach Modnau Kabla trying to give instructions, and also on the other side of the technical bench is Musa Sabali, who is the head coach for Spurs. Will Musa Sabali and his boys be able to hold on? Will they be able to hold on to this 1-0 advantage? Or are we going to see Gohbe leveling the score before the end of this contest? The number 8 in the books of the central referee, Yankuba Dambeli, or Yankuba Dambel, who came on as a substitute, has been shown his marching orders, shown a yellow card. Yankuba and the number 12 is also shown a yellow. Mamadi Mane received a yellow. And it's going to be a set piece at a promising position. And head coach Modnau Kabla has given a piece of paper to the number 6 to circulate his information. They are currently reading the information. Ball been taken, inches over the bar. And you could see the white piece of paper is currently with the number 17. And the piece of paper is currently given to the players. Saliu Jallo, the information is still in circulation. It's currently with the number 17, who came on as a substitute, Musa Njai.
But he spent more than 30 seconds to understand the communique from the gaffer. I believe it's like you read and hand it over to someone, read and pass it over until when the dots are connected. But Spurs are, of course, alive and well with their formal, and this is their captain, and of course Musa again.
This time it is the number 17 captain Lamin Tabali. Lamin lost possession, not for too long. They regained possession. Spurs chips that ball forward. Defensive work. Solid defensive work. A communication to the players by the head coach Modnau Kabla. Anyway, the paper is already thrown away. I think the information is well understood. We believe the information is well understood, Salim Jallo.
Probably that will be a tactical change because they are trying to effect a substitution. In case this player come, you have to go to this position, or you have to switch to another position. Well, in football, if plan A doesn't work, you execute plan B, and they will always tell you first half belongs to the player, second half belongs to the coach. So the coach need to work his mind. Of course, you have to put pen to paper in order to get the final touches in this game. It is a final, of course. It hardly come. Remember the tournament. It's more than 20 teams that participate in this tournament, and you are the finalist. So you have to grab that opportunity.
You have to grab the opportunity, and the opportunity will either be for Spurs or for Gohbe, but currently advantage Spurs. Spurs this time, Gohbe sword, not for too long, and it's going to be a corner. A corner, Gohbe. They continue to search for an equalizer, but anyway, will they be able to get the equalizer? Is still in the balance.
The ambience is alive and well, Pafati. The ambience from both sets of fans is just alive and well.
This is the Serekunda East Mini Stadium for you. On the other side is the support base. This time ball been taken into the half. Player goes to ground, nothing given. Play on, says the central referee. Tabali team captain. He's been dispossessed. Is that going to be a foul? Should we say that's a foul?
Oh yeah, from one point of view, that's a foul because you lost the ball. Why going back to your own territory? I believe you're going back to the danger zone. You could have just switched the ball to your forward player. But then the captain, as I mentioned earlier on, is not having his best moment today, Pafati.
That's the captain, Tabali. Hands that ball to Gohbe. Gohbe will now use the left side of the attack. A team based in Bundung, while Spurs is a team based in Sukuta. This time around, the flag of the assistant referee stayed down. It's going to be a surging run for the number 15, a stiff battle. A stiff battle between the forward and the central defender. Is that going to be a foul? Play on, says the central referee.
That's another foul.
We already have 2 balls on the pitch. It's going to be a surging run on the far side. Gohbe on an offensive mission, while Spurs on a defensive mission.
It is very difficult to have a breakthrough in this solid defense line of Spurs that they present right in front of Team Gohbe. Pafati, you look at the way they do their cover-up. That is the defense line of Gohbe. At one point in time, we were, of course, accusing Tabali, the captain for Spurs, of course, having a foul, but he was relieved after the referee turned the VS on that. And on the other side, the number 15 of Spurs or the number 5 was Spurs. Sorry, excuse me, I did not get the number straight. But then a player of Spurs is also on the ground, begging for a foul, but that never comes this way. I believe it is about time now the resurgent of Spurs find the killer goal.
That's Saliu Jalo, and there is currently a trophy parade. A trophy parade on the other side of the football field as we move into the closing stages of this crucial final between Spurs and Gohbe. Are we going to see Spurs heading back to Sukuta in celebration, or are we going to see the boys from Bundung in Gohbe heading home as the champions? We have to wait and see.
Well, Figo Mane is originally from, officially from Bundung Jolakunda. He will be very pleased that the trophy will go to Bundung. But of course, Nyancho Mane as well will also want the trophy to go to Sukuta Sports. So one Mane Kunda will be a champion today.
It is either going to be Figo Mane or the other Mane Kundanka. This time around, Spurs in their own half, lost possession. Play on, says the central referee. It is still Gohbe this time around. And Gohbe, this time it's going to be a defensive walk. A surging run for Spurs. Gohbe on a defensive mission. A stiff battle. Central defender goes to ground. Play on, says the assistant referee. It is still Gohbe. Gohbe surge forward. Lays that ball on the far side, and this time around, straight into the gloves. And the goalkeeper will solely use the opportunity to wind down the clock. Kemo Kanyi, time is definitely running out. And running out for Gohbe. Gohbe needs to score, as already we're having the giant trophy and the medals being paraded by the organizing committee of Serekunda Sports Organizing Committee.
Yes, very well. They're having a job to do. I mean, it is an unfinished job as of now still because they have 7 minutes or 6 minutes or so that will still before the final whistle is gone. So Gohbe will need to make sure that they defended very well and then try to deny any scoring opportunities for that of the Spurs FC side. While Spurs, the only thing that they need now is to make sure they stay onto this particular lead and then in the final 6 minutes so that they will be celebrating their trophy for the first time as debutants in the Serekunda is Somanoet. And so this will be a great achievement for them if they are able to defend this entire 9 in this entire, additional minute that will be played here and then go home with the trophy. So let's see what happens here, whether they will be able to do so, or are we going to see that of the Gospel side coming from behind and then trying to do something good for their fans here. But it is a difficult game. It is a difficult game for both of the sides. Both sides have given a lot into this particular game. They have given a lot of energy in trying to make it so that they go home with the win.
And a ball being flushed on the face of the 18-yard area for Spurs, and already the floodlights at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium are already on. The floodlights are already on at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and we already have 6 minutes plus additional time unofficial. 6 minutes unofficial and plus stoppage time, and we have under 6 minutes of normal time plus stoppage time for either Spurs to double their lead or hold on to this advantage. The number 7 and team captain Tabali flashes that ball. Is that going to be the second? The new entrant and the flag of the assistant referee race against the forward, and he's been penalized, and it's going to be an advantage this time around to the boys in green. Gohbi needs to score. Kabla and his boys need to score, and if they don't score, it's going to be a massive victory, a massive celebration for the boys from Sukuta in Sports Football Academy.
You know, Pafati, someone is sitting on an egg right now. Is Spurs happen to score a second goal? You know, going on social media and of course betting for Team Spurs to win, and there's a package in waiting, and many people are going for 2-0, 2-0. Someone somewhere is sitting on an egg. I just want to withhold his name, but of course he will also be hoping and pray that Spurs win this game. But on the other side, the Bundun Jola Kunal want to win this game as well. The Bundun base club or best team want to have a trophy, a taste in their trophy cabin.
And interestingly, Salih Jallo, when I was collecting some information from these two sides, one of the technical members for Gohbi Football Club told me, you see, this final, we are winning 2-0, and this is why you have that scoreline here. 2-0, and one of the technical members said Gohbi is winning 2-0, and currently they are trailing by a goal to 0.
Well, probably his Marabo might fail him. His dream, probably that's what he dreamt last night. But we don't know, there's still time. But it cannot be 2-0 anymore. It can be 2-1. It can be 2-2 into the lottery. But it cannot be 2-0 anymore for Gohbi in this game, Pafati.
This time around into the final moments. Into the final moments of this game. This time, ball been flashed forward, and there is a player down injured, and injured for the boys of Spurs, and Spurs will now have the opportunity to their goalkeeper to the rescue. The goalkeeper just there in time, and he guarded that ball with ease. He guarded that ball with ease, and they will use the opportunity to wind down the clock at a jam-packed Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And this is the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan final, and a great final, and a massively attended final between Gohbi and Sports Football Academy. And this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest turnout, not in the history of Serekunda East Summer Nawetan football, but also in the Nawetan football. Salih Jallo, you go to many of the zones, you wouldn't see such a crowd. You wouldn't see such a crowd, Kemo Kanye. Looking at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, when you get to the Boxbar Mini Stadium, they will tell you this is the biggest crowd. When you get to West Coast Zonal Competition, they will tell you this is the biggest turnout. But currently, the turnout that we have seen at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium can definitely match any other turnout when it comes to football in the country.
Yes, very well. In all the finals that I have watched, especially this year, this is the biggest turnout that I have seen in all the grounds that I have visited. So Serekunda East, they are known for this. Whoever is used to watching football in Serekunda East will tell you that it is one of the zones that pull out one of the biggest crowds when it comes to watching football, especially in the Noetan. So for them to pull out in such a crowd in this particular, final, it's not a surprise to many, because they know what they can do. They know they are used to this type of competitions, and also coming out to watch their teams play in such circumstances, especially into the finals, and then they will try to make it so that they cheer up their boys and then to the victory. So as for now, that of the Sports FC side will be also also will be introducing 2 new fresh legs into this particular game. Perhaps this will be another time wasting tactics for the coach Musa of the team sports side. So currently they are on the verge of celebrating this particular trophy. We have a very, very limited time to be played here, but in football nothing is over until the last whistle, until the final whistle is gone. So let's see what will happen here before the game ends.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. Into the final moments at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium is going to be another double substitution. A double substitution for Spurs any moment. We have under a minute of normal time unofficial plus additional time. This time Spurs surge forward, and that's... Is that going to be 4 minutes? 4 minutes for Spurs to hold on, and 4 minutes for Gobi to get an equalizer. And you could see the floodlights on the mobile phones are currently on from the set of supporters of Spurs Football Academy. They have under 4 minutes to secure a massive victory, and an historic victory. The victory is going to be massive and also historic, Saliu Jallo.
This is what you call, Bafadi, it is just emotional. It is just emotional looking back at their journey. At one point in time right now, you might call them defending champions elect 2024.
Saliu Jallo from the commentary desk live on LSTV1. Under 4 minutes for Spurs.
And anyhow will do for Spurs right now. And now you listen to the fans. Now they are talking, now they are shouting, and now they believe it is now that they will lift the trophy.
A colorful evening at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium into the final moments. Final moments of this final between Gobi and Spurs are on the verge. And they are on the verge of being crowned champions, but we have to hold on. We have to hold on. It is never over until it is all over. This time around, solid defensive work on a corner. They need to defend this corner.
They have the height to, of course, utilize the set piece. And probably this might be their last breath. This might be one of their most important chances to look. The goalkeeper is coming around the center circle now, and they might be reciting their last verses, the last verses of the Quran, and they have to make good use of that. And Spurs, if they are to be crowned champion in the next 2 minutes, they have to defend the set piece perfectly. It is just emotional.
It is definitely emotional. The entire supporters of Spurs are currently hoping to be crowned champions of this year's Serekunda Isoma Nawetan. This time a glancing one. Another attempt. Is that going to be another corner? Yes.
Perfectly, not only Gobi, but even the sport committee is praying for a goalless draw. One all draw.
Are they going to get this game final to a replay if the game should get to a 1-1 score line?
People say they're not happy with the score line.
Anyway, we have to wait. We have to wait. This time into the area! Definitely very close. Very, very close.
And now, Fafati, this was the last breath, and now they believe. Just look at the lights. They don't need the floodlights of Serekunda Mini Stadium. They have their telephone lights, and of course, look at the balloons, the white balloons, probably and officially sponsored by Sports Football Academy. Nyancho Mane will tell you, thank you Allah for giving us the glory for the first time in history. November to remember, Pafati.
November to remember at a busy evening at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it is the final. Time is definitely running out, and definitely running out for the boys in green, and the boys in green Gobi need to score a dramatic late equalizer. They need to get a dramatic late equalizer if they want to have the chance of laying their hand on this giant trophy, a whooping cash prize. Are we going to see the new champions coming from Sukuta? We have under a minute. This time around the area. Right for that delivery. That was nerve-wracking moment for the entire supporters of Spurs. That should have been the equalizer, Saliu Jallo. So close.
And you see how the gaffer for Team Spurs in Musa Sabali, how he buried his mouth with his hand. That is just like in line. That is just wow. But they breathe again. Perfati, This is a replica. This is, of course, an image. This is a story of that you can say this is their season. The trophy belongs to them. Look at the team that were at one point in time out of the competition, come back with an appeal protest letter, and here into the final. Pafati, they have to play a double semi-final, and today they are winning a trophy.
Spurs on the verge of sealing a massive victory. Kemokani, it is almost over.
Yes, very well. Now that perhaps this may be one of the last 6 of this particular game. Now the entire minute that has been added has already been exhausted here. So perhaps Spurs will be celebrating this trophy for the first time. I mean, coming into the starting from the elimination round. Then you come here. That is the final whistle from.
And there we go! And it is celebration and celebrations for Team Spurs. Spurs celebrates and celebrates in style at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And they are the champions. They are the champions of Serekunda East Somanawetan. Spurs, a team from Sukuta, came to the Serekunda East Somanawetan. They came to the Serekunda East Somanawetan elimination. Book a place to the Nawetan proper. Here they are, to the Nawetan proper. Book or bagged 8 points in their group, serving as group winners to the quarterfinals or the round of 16. In the round of 16, they were defeated by T Central. They filed an appeal against T Central, went successful. In the quarterfinal, defeated MAG on post-match shootout. In the fourth semi-final, played against Konbi, it was a 0-0 scoreline. They went in for a replay. In the second replay, in the semi-final, got the better of Konbi by a goal to 0 to book a place to the final. And the final for the very first time. And the final for the very first time of asking. Here they are. And here they are, crowned champions after defeating Konbi by a goal to 0. And all smiles on the faces. And it is a massive celebration. For the head coach Musa Sabali. The head coach Musa Sabali is currently moving all around the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it's going to be a massive celebration. We can't just describe the atmosphere. The atmosphere is just electric. And the atmosphere is just electric from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. And Team Spurs are the new champions, and they are the new champions. They are the new champions of Serekunda East Somanawetan. The new champions. And we will now be moving to the other side of the Serekunda East Mini Stadium for the presentation. And we will be here to get you all the presentations at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, and it is all over. Live from the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube.
shortly via LSTV1. And of course, he is of course Musa, the champions of the land, and of course the champions elect of Serekunda is League competition 2023-2024. Coach, take us through the journey to this day, from the elimination to the final, and you are of course the champions elect 2024.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, we are very happy. Like we prepared this or come for qualifier round, and we come for the qualifier round, then we qualified and we prepared the league. So now we are the champion. I'm very happy. The journey was not like, it's not just like 2 days or 3 days. So we have been working this is a project we have to bring young talented players and develop them, making them a better player in the future. So that's the project.
Did you face any obstacles along the journey to the final? Do you face any obstacles?
The obstacles we face this season, maybe I will just say sometimes we have a tough games. Sometimes the game's difficult, but that's the only tough obstacles.
At one point in time, you were out of the competition. You came back through a protest against the Central, and then into the semi-final, a double semi-final played against Conby, and you crossed the hurdle. The game that you played against Conby and you won, was that the deciding game that you'll be a crown champion here at SESDO?
Yeah, after we beat Conby, then we know that definitely this thing is for us. Because Conby is one of the best teams this season. So many people will rate other teams, but I hate Conby. They have fantastic teams and they have good players, experienced players. After we beat Conby, the Conby's game is more tough than this game today, despite the fact this is a final.
When Amadou Dabo plus Abdoulaye Dabo plus the ball from distance, how do you feel at that point?
Yeah, obviously we prepared and we discussed, because we know their goalkeeper is not that much hard, tall and the size, but he is good. He's a good player. It's just like we capitalize on the weakness. So every player have a weakness, yeah. So the moment Abdoulaye see the space and he put it there.
We understand, of course, your number 10 in Samate was sub off in the first half. Did you receive any information about the severity of that injury?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, the medics, they did fantastic job. Before I know the condition, I was kind of crazy because I love the boy. Samata is a fantastic player, so like he always want to play. Even that injury, he want to play. He even sitting on the bench and cry. So definitely, I'm very happy for the medics. They did fantastic job. We
haven't seen the best from your team captain, that is of course Lamin, but as of now that doesn't matter.
Yeah, Lamin, maybe like the best of him, for him to dribble or score, but to me like he did fantastic defensively, because he's a striker, but in the latter part we use him as a flank player, because we realize that the other wing back is a full overlapping wing back, so he can go up and down. Then we use Tabali for defending. So if you see him, like he defend very well at that time. But for up front, like he can score, he has to score, obviously. Yeah, but he helped us to defend today.
And were you expecting more than a 1-0 score line in this game finally?
No, I was expecting, of course. I was expecting 3 or 2.
What does this trophy mean to you as a coach and the entire sports team?
No, it's meant to be for, like, it's going to be an encouragement. People will believe the project, and the kids themselves will believe the project. Because these kids, many people are disturbing me. They will come and they want to use them, and they will just go to the parents, convince them for something. But their parents, they are very loyal. Whenever they come, they don't use the right procedure. They will always tell them, go to Musa. Obviously, because you know Gambia, these bigger clubs, I'm not accusing them, but sometimes they take a big advantage for us, especially with young coaches. But now we all understand all the things you have to do for the young players to protect them and make sure let them come.
It is a project and you are the champions, so the project is alive and well. But part of the project, do you have the third division qualifiers in that project?
Obviously. This team, like, maybe people don't know, but this team wants...
Is that the breaking news, you want to go into the third division?
Obviously, yeah. We are going, inshallah.
Thank you, coach.
Yeah.
Party all night.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's Coach Musa, and of course, with the camera operator, we are going there right now. And we will have an interview with Motundao Kabla, the champions of the land, the champions elect. Well, he represents the Gambia on the youth category. Kabla donned the Brikama United jersey, and of course lifted the trophy, and of course guided Lamin national team in the Super Nawetan competition. Kabla's first attempt in the SESDO League 2023-2024. Of course, into the final with Gobi, a team from Bundung. But oh boy, they are of course the runners-up today. but the work that was done solely implemented today by Kabla. Kabla, take us through the journey coming into the helm of affairs as the gaffer for Gobi FC.
Yes, Salu, thank you very much. We are very grateful and then thanking God for always having a successful tournament. So we are disappointed about the results, but the performance-wise, I'm okay because my boys played well. If we've taken our chances, then we would have been victorious today. But unfortunately, God has decided, and then we just have to believe in Him, and then we just say hard luck to us, and then good luck to them also.
Well, you consider a goal from an open play, but then what actually went wrong from your side today?
That was a defensive error. My defender did an error because you cannot jump in the air without any player challenging, and then you just have to lose the ball without touching the ball, and then that was how the goal came. And then I have to tell him as a defender, that's the role that I played. In defense, you have to have patience. So when you don't have patience, you either concede a goal or give away a goal. So, but here we are not blaming anyone. Come on, because this is football. You either make mistake, and mistakes, it's always covered by someone who can also rectify the mistake. So we just believe that it was just a mistake, and then we don't blame anyone or him. We just have the good faith in God.
You haven't seen from one of your best players of the team, that is Mohamed Gassama, his best form today.
Yeah, I feel Mohamed might be a little bit exhausted because if you can see Mohamed, he was sick even in the number 9. Some of these players were sick, having malaria, but we even have to force them by giving them Coartem to drink and then try to make sure they have to be present, in today's game. That's why the number 9, his brother, was left behind on the bench because he was also sick. He didn't train with us since on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then he joined us on Thursday.
Do you mean he was hiding his sickness?
No, what I mean is, he was sick. He was having malaria because he missed our training ground for almost 3 good days. So that's why today we brought him. But for Mohamed, I believe he's having fatigue, and then he was also sick also. But we managed to play him.
Kabla, take us through the journey. Your first attempt, you are into the final after a long journey.
Yeah, it was a successful one, to be honest, because coming into a new environment, setting a mark here, for me it's an achievement because for the first time coming into a zone like Serekunda is 40 competitive teams, I played the whole league without unbeaten. Today is my first defeat in the league, so I'm thanking God for that. And then one thing I can say is here is the best side because what I've seen here and what I've learned here, it means football is growing here, and then I'm really grateful to be part of this show.
Well, they are lucky, and of course to have you. But are we expecting Kabla on the touchline next season?
Well, I don't know yet because I have signed a new contract, a 3 years contract with a new club right now, and then I think I will not disclose it here, but few days you'll just hear it about because just day before I said I signed that new contract under a team, so
first division or second division?
No, it might be. I won't disclose it here, but you'll get to know it.
Thank you, Kabla, and hard luck.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That is Kabla now, and we are heading to the presentation now. The champions of the land, that is of course Spurs Football Academy. And indeed, we will tell you that Gobi are finally beaten. For the first time ever, they have of course considered a defeat, and a defeat in the hands of Spurs Football Academy. Abdullahi Dabo, get his name straight, the goal scorer in this grand finale. Let me just seize this opportunity and engage Humble Vicente. How do you feel today?
It's a great game. The ambience is second to none, and you have seen, and you can see it even in the list of dignitaries. The president or president-elect of the Gambia National Olympic Committee, you can say this is first official engagement. He's here. This is the first official engagement. He was elected into office yesterday. Barely 24 hours, he's already at work. And he knows this ground very well because he supports volleyball in here in Serekunda East, and this Olympic team in Serekunda East here is doing very well, and he has always been there for them. So it's a great game today, great ambience, great presence, everything great. And
you were talking about self-discipline, and it is what we are married with right now. Self-discipline. There is no chaos, there is no hitches here and there.
No hooliganism in sports, no violence in sports, and I will refuse to associate sports with violence. Tempers may fly, but we are human beings, and we should ensure that we discipline ourselves, and that idea of self-discipline comes into play.
Indeed, thank you very much. Of course, that is Humble Vicente speaking to us. Indeed, let me just engage Pafati a little bit. Finally, Gobi are beaten. Finally, they consider defeat. And of course, finally, Spurs are crowned champions. And of course, Pafati, this is just a historic moment for a team all the way from Chukuta coming to test the waters of Serekunda East League. 40 games, and you are the champions of the land elect.
I think Spurs FA just need to be proud of themselves, because a team that has just come to the Serekunda is someone Nawetan through elimination. You were able to qualify yourself to the Nawetan proper. Apart from the Nawetan proper, you getting to the Nawetan proper is not even enough. When you were coming, most of the people were saying they have to meet the big guns now. You met the big guns. You were able to have your way out to the round of 16. Though you were beaten in the round of 16, you filed an appeal. The appeal went successful. Go to the quarterfinal. You won the quarterfinal. To the semi-final, where you played 2 games. The semi-final was a double leg, a double tie for the Spurs side. They played out a 0-0 scoreline in the first game, and in the second game they won 1-0. Coming to the final, when they were getting to the final, to me many were tipping Gobi as one of the outright favorites, because they thought they must have a lot of experience over Spurs FA, and Spurs FA defied the odds once again by defeating Gobi in a well contested and a keenly contested affair at the Serekunda Mini Stadium. And I think this Spurs FA side just need to be proud of themselves. They just need to be proud of themselves. Sally, we can't use any adjective to describe. The only thing that they need to be, they just need to be proud of themselves for being crowned champions of the Serekunda Isoma Nawetan.
I believe the coach is given a prize that is, of course, the coach's materials for that matter, and he's so happy. He's so happy, and they are the happiest people on planet Earth today. And of course, you have seen on the high there, you have seen the Council of Elders, you have Alaji Bayaduru Jallo, the currently elected president of the Gambia National Olympic Committee. And of course, you have Sadiq Kamacho, and of course, the chairman of Team Resto Confidence of Modu Yusuf Acham, the president of SESDO. You have Musa Sisi, the former vice president of Sport Journalist Association of the Gambia. You have the honorable member, and of course, you have other honorable members. You have Joe Drame, of course, the chairman of Black House Sports Committee. You have Sarah Kamara, also one time the managing director of Star FM, Star TV. Well, amazing turnout, Pafati, and self-discipline at its best.
Of course, yes, I think we have to commend Serekunda Sports Committee for organizing an incredible final. A final that can be compared to any final. Saliu, this is one of the biggest turnouts, or if not the biggest turnout that I have ever seen at the Serekunda Mini Stadium. The final was well attended with a lot of ambience and also a display of talents. We have seen how possessive both our Spurs and also Gobi were. Since right at the beginning, they were playing an incredible game, and right from the beginning to the end, I think the game from these two sides were just exceptional, and I think we have to commend the Serekunda Sports Committee for organizing an incredible final, and also kudos to the people living around Serekunda. I think they turned out in their numbers to come and watch this final. Salujal.
Well, any moment from now, we will have Gobi FC to hand over the runners-up package, and of course, congratulations for Gobi. Well, we need to give the devil its due. Gobi also were the socks off. They have to, of course, put Spurs to the limit. They have to test Spurs to the limit in this encounter, Pafati.
Can you come again?
Spurs need to be given the credit. The Gobi need to be given the credit as well, as I was saying. They push Spurs to the wire. They test them to the limit. And of course, out of 40 teams under the auspices of Kablandao, his first time here in Serekunda they need to be given the credit as well.
Of course, yes, Gobi needs to be given that credit. I think Saliu Jalo, these two sides can definitely represent Serekunda East. When it comes to zonals, even the zonals, these two sides can definitely represent Serekunda East because we have seen a massive and a great number of talents in these two sides. Sports is definitely a great side and equally Gobi. And Kablandao Modu being behind Gobi is also a driving force in getting this team to this far. And they never disappointed. They've gone that far as reaching the final. We need to commend them. We definitely need to commend Gobi for reaching this far. Fortunately, they just lay their hand on the trophy. And we have to say once again, congratulations, Spurs, and hard luck, Gobi.
It's going to be breaking news for you. Spurs are heading into the 3rd division.
Of course, yes. I think that was a promise that was given by Serekunda East right at the beginning, sometime in the tournament. I think we had the public relations officer made mention of it. He said any team to win this year, Serekunda East Somanawetan, if the team is possibly having the intention to play the 3rd division, they will be given the opportunity, and the committee will be responsible in paying the fee for the 3rd division. And here they are. Spurs are the new champions. And they will now have the opportunity to play the qualifiers of the 3rd division in West Coast Region, Saliu. That's a great news.
Well, do you believe they have that caliber of players to compete in the 3rd division?
Saliu, not the 3rd division. I think first they are going to the 3rd division qualifiers.
Yes.
With the number of players and the talent that I have seen in this sports side, this team should go that far. This is a great side. This is definitely a great side. And this sports side, let me tell you, can represent Serekunda East in the zonals, in the national zonals, I mean, because the number of talent that we have seen in this sports team is just phenomenal.
Sukuta are crowned away from home.
Of course, yes, Sukuta coming to the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. I am just trying to describe the way this sports side is going to leave the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Past Latrikunda, going to Sukuta. I can't just describe the way they're going to have their way to Sukuta. And I cannot also describe how they will be received in Sukuta. For the very first time, a team in Sukuta, coming from Sukuta to the Serekunda East Mini Stadium, for the very first time, playing in the qualifiers, going to the league proper, and being crowned champions. Saliu Jalo, I think this team just need to be celebrated.
They deserve it. They deserve it. They work for it. They work for it. And of course, a tournament of 40 games. Gobi are the runners-up, and of course there is even the medal. You can see Kablandao there. Earlier on, he told me that he already signed a contract. Probably in the next 2 weeks we will get the team, but he refused to, or he insists not to tell me the division whether it is 1 or 2. But then Kabla have signed a new contract. It's like Kabla might not be on the trade line for Gobi next season. Let's wait and see. But for Spurs, Pafati, Spurs, it is all day, all week, all month and all year. They have, of course, a year to remember, and of course Gobi have a year to forget. And Spurs today are crowned champions of the SESDO League Cup. When they were coming, they believe, and here that belief handing them over the trophy.
Of course, yes, Spurs, Saliu, I think what amazes me of the sports side is when you are coming to the Norwegian proper or elimination, most of the time, most of the teams will tell you, just go and try your luck. But they defy all the odds. They are able to qualify themselves, and after qualification many will believe, of course, yes, they are just coming to the Norwegian proper just to make numbers, but they also defy the odds in the Norwegian proper, and they finished as group winners. In their group they have the likes of they have a good number of bigger teams. They defy all the odds and coming out as group leaders. That was definitely phenomenal, going to the round of 16. Of course, yes, unfortunately, they were defeated. They filed an appeal. They came back to the quarterfinal, defeated the likes of Ebeji. Ebeji of all people at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium. Ebeji is one of the biggest teams in the Serekunda East Summer Nawetan. They defeated Ebeji, get to the semi-final, where they played out a two-legged tie for that matter, Saliu Jalo. In the first game, we thought it was never going to be their year. When they played the first leg, it was 0-0. They went back, prepared, come back to the second semi-final, and they were able to defy the odds once again. defeated their counterparts 1-0 and then prepared for the final. When they were coming to the final, many more must have believed. Of course, Gohbi in their semi-final defeated their opponents SVLR 3-1, and this is a free flowing side, and this is also they can score from all angles. Before coming to this game, one of the technical members told me we defeated our opponents 3-1 in the semi-final, and in this final we're going to defeat them 2-0. And unfortunately for Gohbi, they were defeated 1-0 by the new boys, and the new boys coming from Sukuta, and they were able to write history, and this is a historic moment. It's a historic moment in the history of this team and also in the history of Serekunda Isomanawe Tanzania.
Indeed, a historic moment. Today they will be crowned champions of the land 2024. Just look at how they feel today. This is just a moment to remember for the Sports Football Academy. Yancho Mane will tell you, Baba, we have made it. And of course, the faithfuls of Sukuta will celebrate all night. And of course, it is made on the 24th of November, 2024. The champions of the land, part of the SESDO Sport Committee. How do you feel today, gentlemen?
I feel so delighted. Looking at as a young executive.
Record of the viewers on LS1, give us your name.
Yeah, my name is Asan Jaju, as the head of logistics and protocols. So I'm very, very delighted today.
Also Team TMT.
Yeah, that's outside SESDO.
But how do you feel today?
I feel so delighted. Looking at playing a whole Navetan with almost 40 teams. Looking at playing 2 different leagues, and then we have no problem. I'm saying a very big thank you to teams, stakeholders, our partners. That, as saying always goes, Serekunda is SESDO, is the home of Gambian sports.
Is this a clear message sent to your competitors outside?
Yes, absolutely. I think Musa is here from Africel. He is more than the word happy today. You can see smiles all over his face. They did the beautiful decoration, putting all over the banners and flyers. We are very grateful and truly happy to them. And we are saying a very big thank you to them.
And indeed, I just want to hand over the mic to the players. What do you have to say on your name, please? How do you feel today?
I'm very happy. Absolutely.
Thank you. What is your name and how do you feel today? What is your name and how do you feel today?
I'm Kemo. I feel so proud, and the game is so amazing.
Thank you, Kemo Silla. How do you feel today and what is your name?
I'm happy. My name is Turu Dumbia. We've been working hard for this. All thanks to the community for helping us, providing all the necessary things we need. And we are very happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, the champions of the land, they are celebrating. This is just emotional. Just emotional. They work tirelessly. They fought tooth and nail to be here. They did not buy the ticket to be here. They did not buy this trophy. They work for it. They wear their socks off to be here. And we are waiting for the celebrations. Well, I was made to understand there is going to be a massive celebration behind the scenes. Any moment from now, you will see that, of course, they will call it petard, fireworks behind. And there will be fireworks behind. There will be fireworks behind Usman, the camera operator. They are, of course, preparing the fireworks behind. And any moment from now, you will see those fireworks as the captain receives his trophy down there. They are for the barricade refused to light. It refused to light. It refused to light. I don't know. Well, fireworks any moment from now will be, and there you go. That is the firework there. There is the fireworks. Absolutely. I told you it was moving. Congratulations to the champions of the land, Sports Football Academy. Congratulations, Sports Football Academy. The champions of the land. This is just history. Bro, Saturumi, naka nga feel day?
Yeah, man, maa ngi tudd Mbaye, maa nekk team rep of Team Spurs. Naa yes, baax.
Naka nga feel day? Lan nga feel day?
Very happy, very happy. This is the greatest thing I have ever had in football. Billahi wa la talahi.
Thank you.
Yes, your brother.
Will there be any party tonight? Oh. unbelievable. We are very happy. Are we going to see you're coming in full force? Yes. That is a Gafa for Teams Force. And of course, you will just Usman, just go back. You're going to hook Sadibu Kamaso here. To have an interview with Sadibu Kamaso, the chairman of Team Restore Confidence. Well, Sadibu, how do you feel today? And of course, witnessing this grand finale and crown champions, youth football, grassroots football at its best. The chairman of Team Restore Confidence.
Spectacular football. It just shows that grassroots football can be nurtured and it can even be better. Because I keep saying, challenges we face in this country are far beyond infrastructure and enhancing facilities. You know, it involves cultivating the culture of valuing grassroots football, and you can see what's happening here today. The number of fans that are here, the passion, the game, the quality of the match. To be honest, I am so excited to be here, and I believe these things should be encouraged so football can move.
Well, of course, SESDO have set the pace when it comes to infrastructure, but is this a challenge to others? So is this a challenge to the authorities when it comes to football, when it comes to infrastructure in this country?
SESDO have shown themselves to be pace setters, because what they've done is remarkable, it's tremendous. I mean, from the organization to maintaining their pitch to this level, all the way to the end of the Nawetan is just remarkable. And I think other zones should try and emulate, collaborate and see what they're doing. When I came here earlier, the beginning of the Nawetan, I saw they were inaugurating one pavilion. Today I'm here again, another pavilion is being inaugurated, and the whole organization is just top notch. So definitely it's something that people should encourage them. And I believe the leadership they have and the people that are in the executive, the vision they have can make this place move forward.
How about the talent, your message to the bowlers?
But you know, East Side always has a lot of talent. East Side always has abundant talent. So definitely they're not short of that. And what I'm encouraging them is to make sure that the clubs are better organized, you know, because Nawetan we do the same thing, win the trophies, party, and then go back to the same, start asking for donations. But they should start looking for sustainability and organizing the clubs in such a way that the structures remain. That way they can transfer players, they have a proper structure that can grow and get to the point of being a professional club.
Well, my memory is a bit scratchy, but at one point in time you left the country. When it comes to football, I believe it's Kenya, if I'm right. When it comes to football, take us through your travel to Kenya when it comes to football, Mr. Kamaso.
This was the third Africa Football Business Summit, and I was invited as a guest speaker to speak on governance and other areas of infrastructural development. And you know, as a guest speaker, I was giving the podium to expound on my experience and knowledge on this. Being a former club CEO and an executive member of the federation, I have a little to share. And this was something that was remarkable, and there was a network of other individuals who were able to network, and a whole lot of things have been discussed. Sometimes you have certain networks and you bring them down and it dies down, but I'm hoping some of the networks that I've established can, you know, develop things further, and then we can move to the next level.
Thank you very much, Sadibu Kamaso. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
My brother, and of course, there you go. We are going to the champions of the land. That is, of course, the LSTV1. We are live on LSTV1. How do you feel today? The champions elect Spurs Football Academy are celebrating. Let's go with Samate. Samate, you were substituted in the first half. Why Sikalama All Africa? How do you feel? Taking a champion. It's Sikalama Sose.
Yeah. Come over Konandale one. Bag of one. Yeah, so that's that. The first year, not qualified. I'm over happy that a bag of one.
You game over Paranyadi.
You game over made up prepare again. Karu Dura so many Majamba semi-final running. 1 week dama. So, kabili semi-final next day and resume that train now. Prepare again, man.
I hope your injury is not serious.
Yeah, no, not serious again.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Good luck. And where do you hope to play in the near future?
Of course, professional level. Yeah.
Professional in Europe, which team do you want to play for?
Chelsea. Chelsea is my dream club. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Well, that's some of the is Chelsea. From now, we will hand over the baton to Pafati. Current champions of the land of Serekundais, the land of SESDO. They are the champions elect. Gate Ali Fati. Yes, the captain. Captain.
Very much excited.
That was through the journey. How was it like for Sports Ball Academy?
Alhamdulillah, it was very rough because I started this in 2020. But Alhamdulillah, today we are paying the dividend.
Well, where are you seeing yourself in the near future as a player?
Hopefully, we will be in the pro level, in the Premier Leagues and others.
In Europe, which team do you want to play for?
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
The best team in the world.
Thank you. Thank you, Captain. It is just amazing. This is just amazing. And of course, that will do for the rest of you as you party all night on the route to Sukuta, the champions of the land. Sports World Academy. Well, that's the assistant coach for you. Give us your name, assistant coach.
My name is Mohamed Mane, the assistant coach of Steam Sport.
Mohamed Mane, how do you feel today? You're crowned champion.
I feel so excited. I'm so proud. That's how you call it Red Bulls, you know?
How was the journey like?
It was not an easy journey, but we keep believing in this boy because they have been showing what they can do since in the training ground. That's why they are able to come here.
Thank you. That's the coach, and that will do for now here at the Serekunda Mini Stadium. I have been the one behind the camera, in front of the mic rather. That is Salo Chalo and Usman behind the camera. Thank you, LSTV family. Thank you, Parliament Fati. Thank you, the legendary Pamodu, and thank you, Nyancho. Congratulations to the boss. Hand luck to, of course, Gobi, and have a wonderful week ahead. It is party all night on their route to Sukuta. Bye bye from us.